Good.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very new series brought to you by Hamez. It was his idea, I believe, and it's called The Good, The Bad, and The Ugly. And I'm sure everyone's going to want to know who is the good, who is the bad, and who is the ugly. Before we move on, I have to say I'm a bit depressed today. I had a conversation with Ryan earlier. He's told me my 4-3-3 is literally going to win me nothing this season. I left the conversation with him already just to sell everything. But I'm back, and I'm hoping these guys can cheer me up. So without further ado, I'll pass across to Hamez, and he can tell us about this and introduce everybody.
Can I? Okay. Basically, most of the MFL shows have quite, low-level managers and not very much experience, like me. And I thought, what better way to get experience in top-level managers than stick them all on a show and tell them to let them let them talk about everything. So we've got a diamond winner. We've got a diamond in Orange Fly or Bob. We've got the Diamond Challenger and Sid, and then we've got the Make-A-Wish manager of Kev, who just takes everyone's place. So
I was fully expecting to get shit on there.
Yeah, I mean it has to be the way. I'm the Make-A-Wish gold manager that just wakes up and gets told this is your squad, take it.
I was about to say, if that's me, where are you?
Yeah. Once everyone knows, I'm the analyst of the 4. And it would be 5 if Brian's here, but someone decided what family matters are more important than a show. So, I mean, clearly his priorities are wrong as well.
He might be here, mightn't he, in a while. I don't know whether he'll drop in or not. But
yeah.
Before we move on, we've got, I'll say hello to the chat. We've got Zuta in the chat. Evening, lads. Evening to you, sir. Big Mr. K. Jimbo. Kev Hurd, he's everywhere. Mazer, I never know how to pronounce this. Mazer or Mazer. Solid Lards. Dan LFC. Sorry, Dan, I'm not doing too well with your team. And Solid Lards asking Hamez, are you rotating tonight?
With Belko, probably not. I set the teams yesterday because I don't wake up fully until after the games. But Belko had a big win today, but we can go into that later. I'm sure someone in the chat will like to talk about it, or in the call. but yeah, I mean, it's basically just how do the diamond managers go around dealing with their sort of squads, what their expectations, their tactics. Because I'm a 4-3-3 set and forget. You're a 4-3. David's a 4-3-3-D set and forget. And these 3 here are having an allergic reaction if they run the same formation 2 games in a row. So
it's definitely not to forget for me. I wish it was. This season, changing stuff every match and trying to test new things, and not a lot seems to be working, but I'm getting by.
Yeah. So you're going for the eventually something will work, whereas I'm going to stick with it and just deal with the pain. I will deal with the pain this season. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes my head goes through a window. But these wide mid propaganda folk can have the spotlight and tell me why wide mids are the way to go.
Wide mids are the way to go because wide attack is the way to go this season, Hamez. That's why.
Yeah, but that's what fullbacks are for. Put them to go forward.
So I think this is kind of cool because I said to you a little while ago, the way that I approach seasons in MFL is I tend to do a lot of testing in the preseason, but this season, as you all know in this group, I didn't do a lot of testing. What I realized is that there are many ways to play the game, but when I look at how attacking happens in the game, I think that there are 3 different types of things that the engine does. So one is wide attack that benefits wingers. And it's focused on wingers and pace and getting deep into the byline for those kind of cutback goals, which we had back in season 10, season 11, or season 9, season 10. And then we have narrow formations that we had last season where it's really CM centrally heavy a lot of ball movements and tight passes back and forth, like that kind of tiki-taka that doesn't really benefit the wide play. And then we have other wide play that is more focused on crossing, which highlights the mids, the wide mids. And what ends up happening when you focus the wide mids, which is where we are in this meta, is that when the wide mids are better, they hold the ball more and they create more space for your fullbacks behind because they're so close in comparison. They have to be kind of together and they're a different focus. And so what we're seeing now is that defenders and other mids that are trying to stop your fullbacks are giving too much space. And so when you give a lot of space to those fullbacks, especially the higher up the chart you go, you create these big, long passing lanes and diagonal passing lanes that strikers are being able to take advantage of now. That's really where we're going now. And it's why I am successful this season in Diamond, because I have the best left back in the game and the best right mid in the game. So now I'm creating these wider open spaces for two guys that have 99 passing to all of a sudden feed Beckman, who is the best player in the game, the ball. So like there's a reason these things happen. And if we directly compare it to last season, I wasn't able to do that. Things were packed in, and my wide mids were just they're fouling left and right. They weren't actually producing a lot of offense for me, which therefore bottled up my fullbacks as well. And so everything being forced through the middle and crossing wasn't great. All of a sudden, I just had this like stagnation on my team for how it's built, and I just couldn't get it to work. And so that's what I do at the start of the season. I try to look of like, is it a wide mid formation? Is it a wide mid engine? Is it a winger engine, or is it a narrow engine? Like those are the three things I'm sort of looking at to start where I'm going, and then we just kind of let the ball roll from there. So I don't know if
do you think that should be the case, or do you think it should be balanced? Everything should work against everybody if you've got the correct setup against the correct setup.
So I mean, in a perfect world, yes, but that we're not in a perfect world, right? Like reality is reality. There are always going to be better. Like it's just a natural hierarchy of anything that we do. There is always going to be a meta formation. Like nothing is going to be perfect because these small changes that are made have influences, and they kind of feed on to each layer of what else is going on. So you make an adjustment to the attacking width of what you have, and you just slightly increase it by 0.1 or whatever it may be. That fundamentally changes how your CMs are going to play and pack up and your wide mids. And so there are too many variables in a multivariant formula to know exactly what is going to have to make everything even like that. So I like that we have to figure it out, but I also don't think that the engines should go back and forth so much. Like I don't know how we went from Ronan having one of the greatest seasons ever in Diamond to being him struggling and being at the bottom of the table for a while. Like I don't think that should happen, just like I didn't think it should happen last season where I was so dominant and then I couldn't get anything to work either, and I finished like 8th. So I think that there is some sort of balance, but I don't know how to do that because I think the team is trying really, really hard to make it work. And I don't know how to make it work from that programming perspective.
Good
I mean,
assessment.
I see
Hamez?
it very similar to a FIFA like gameplay or a FIFA patch perspective, right? I mean, every couple of months or so, again, I haven't played FC for a couple of years now, but back in 19 or 20, you used to have these long curling efforts going for fun. They deploy a patch that stops working altogether, and suddenly there is a cutback meta where you just do a couple of skill moves, go all the way down to the touchline, do a driven cross or a driven through ball, and you score. So it just keeps switching. And the one thing I definitely agree with Bob on is it shouldn't switch from one extreme to the other. Uh, as long as there is a little bit of variance in terms of meta and you have a chance to adapt and make your team work, that is fun and fine, and that can be seen as a realistic challenge. But going from a 59-point season all the way down to how Ronan is struggling right now, and the same with Bob for last season. That is I don't think challenge is the right word. I mean, that is something that you can never really solve within a span of a 22 game season. You'll probably be problem solving for a 10-day or a 15-day window, and by that time your season is done and dusted, right? So that is one thing that has been a concern, and hopefully the team works on it and we get a better stability in terms of the gameplay and the engine as well.
It's interesting because for me, in a lot of ways, this is probably the most balanced engine we've ever had. I think that a lot of people say that, crosses, there's too many crosses in the game, and then you speak to them and they've got cross more on some of their players. And it's like, well, what do you expect? If you're asking the players to cross more, of course, there's going to be more cross goals. For me, I haven't got cross more on loads of my players, and I'm getting a variety of goals. Now, I'm not playing in Diamond, and I understand Hamez said the other day that the statistic for the number of cross goals in Diamond is ridiculously high. I'm not seeing that in my game, certainly lower down. Maybe it's the formation I'm playing. Maybe it is the left and right mids that are the ones that are driving the crosses within the game. But do you think that the variety or balance of goals is there?
It's not as good as good as it was last season. Last season was more evenly spread.
But is
from
that
what
just
I'm
Diamond,
seeing.
though? Is that just Diamond that you're looking at?
I mean, if you watched my game versus Laird yesterday on his stream, half the goals were crosses, or three of the 5 were crosses, and one of them was the one that me and him both laughed at when it was the throw-in. His player ran to the throw-in and hit an overhead kick, first-time cross, 40 yards into the box for a first-time volley, and it's a bit like we're in Stone. We're talking about Stone level players doing overhead bicycle kick first time crosses like 40 yards. It's a bit sort of like, what can we do when these guys are hitting this? Like, how do you defend against a 40-yard overhead cross?
Well, I'm still seeing loads of different goals. I'm seeing through balls and cutbacks and all sorts of stuff. So,
Same. Do you have cross more on, Hamez?
Not on my 4-3-3. Like, not on most of the 4-3-3s, because like the left and right mids don't, or the left and right wingers don't go far enough like into the box. I've got for like my right back and left back would have to have such big swing crosses on.
Yeah.
But,
strange. I don't know why I'm not saying it.
It's when you look, it's the Diamond ones are the interesting one, because obviously I can compare it now between season 10's goals, season 11's, and season 12's. And the crosses are more prominent in Diamond this season than the cutbacks were when everyone kicked up a fuss. So it's like these guys have figured out the way to score. So like these guys figured out cutbacks pretty quick. These guys figured out last season's was a bit kind of all over the place. And then this season, within about 3 games, if you click on a Diamond match, at least half the goals are pretty much crosses. And it's a bit like I'm getting bored watching 6 games a day of just when will the next cross up? There's the cross. There's the goal. Oh, it's a pen, and it's like I celebrate penalties now because it's different. It's like,
oh, I missed a pen today, so yeah, it was fun. But yeah,
in a league game or a cup.
I think it was cup earlier on. But yeah, I've seen corners and all sorts of stuff. Indirect free kicks, they're pretty good as well.
Yeah, but that's still crossing in a way, because that's the mechanism of a cross.
Well,
like the defensive.
It was like you had on your data, so it wasn't just crosses; it was long balls as well.
Yeah,
so that's prominent as well.
No, so I'm classing them as quick crosses. Like I'm combining like corners, indirect free kicks, crosses around the box, and then like your right back just hoofing the ball, and then that player scoring as like the crossing sort of meta, because it's the same. I think it causes, as soon as the player like whips in that animation, is what causes the sort of brain fart of the fullbacks.
On the breakdown you sent to us, you broke it down a bit. I think it was 40% crosses and it was like 20% long balls or something. So it's obviously, it's a big chunk of the goals, but I'm still seeing loads of variety, so I like it. I am. I'm seeing loads of variety.
Same.
That's-
I am not.
All about the
I am
crosses.
not. So here's the thing. We saw with me in the cutback meta. I don't know if we've broken it down by team, Hamez, but a large majority of my goals were all dribble to byline, cutback, Beckman score. And so one of the things that I do, and while it may not be fun, it may not be exciting, but it wins, is I will abuse something if it's going to work. And so when you ask David, like, do you play with cross more on? Like, no, I don't for my team. I don't like to cross more for my team, but I set up all of the guys that will touch the ball, meaning my wingers, my wide mids, my fullbacks, anybody that is top end passing, I will put them on cross more individually because the goal is to get the ball to Beckman. If Beckman with his 99 physical, even though he's 5'6", he still is going to score those kind of goals. And so I am trying to abuse as much as possible. And I'm fortunate enough because when the space is being created for my fullbacks who have 99 passing, like they're going to feed it in there right to Beckman. And more often than not, I'm going to get a goal there too, a match when that sort of thing happens. And it's the same thing that I did in the other, when I won the title with the cutbacks. I forced my guys with individual instructions and team instructions to get to those positions to make those plays. And so I'm trying to, even if it's a 10% hit, David, I'm still trying to get them to make those 30 of those passes and 30 of those attempts so I can get 3 goals a match.
Have you tried to, I mean, you're top of the league, so it's difficult to fire any criticism at you at all. But have you tried turning it off for a game just to see whether you get more of a variety of goals?
Why?
Well, exactly.
That's the thing.
That's my point.
But that's the thing. It's just like, why? I didn't have crossing on today in the Titans Cup when I played Jimbo and BFC Barcelona, who just became the best team in all of MFL because they beat me, but I didn't create any chances. I turned off crossing and I created no chances whatsoever. I didn't have fullbacks. I didn't have the ball. I didn't create chances. So I couldn't do the tight passing that I use my brilliant midfield to get through. I couldn't get to the wide wings with my guys, even though they had pace to come through. And it changed what my attack looked like. It looked stale today. This is the first time it's looked stale all season. And there's a reason for it. Jimbo set up a very strong formation with 2 CDMs. I had no counter to that. I had no threat to those. And I didn't cross the ball. So like there's a whole bunch of things that happen, and being able to look at your games and understand why stuff is happening and how to fix it, I think is more the part that I know Hamez and like Laird and Hamez talks about a lot, is that the game is different in Diamond, but the changes that we make are very, very quick and precise with what we're going to do. I don't need 3 games to figure out what went wrong today. I watched the game and I saw exactly what was happening right away. It's just I'm used to the team. And what I'm seeing as I go further and further down the ladder is that crosses are still working. Like they're working very, very well. My strikers are poaching the ball. They are getting those type of goals. My fullbacks are getting a lot of assists. And I like that type of play, but I also like a fast-paced type of play. So this is not as fast of a pace game in my eyes as previous seasons have been. It's more controlled and finding the right spot and then picking out that long diagonal cross-field pass from your, right back to your left forward that's like way out there on the wing, who's then coming across and scoring a goal. And so there's a bit of a difference, and I'm finding that 4-3-3-A, which I'm running a lot. So I set up a lot of my teams before we knew what the engine would be, David. I'm running 4-3-3 in a lot of teams, and they are not scoring as much as my wider formations. And that's okay. They're being more solid defensively. And I think that one of the things that we don't really always talk about is like how different, which we're focusing a lot on the offense this season. But man, I can tell you that because of the way these goals are being scored with crosses versus how they were scored last season, my defense and Kev's defense is exponentially better than it was last season. And that's another thing. Like, man, narrow play, Bob can't play defense. Any wide play, Bob can play defense. Same with Kev. Like, and that's a huge difference. And I think that we talk a lot about the offense, but defense is going exponentially better for me, at least this season. Sid, I don't know how you feel about that, but like that's just kind of like what I'm seeing right now at all levels of the game.
I have zero takeaways from my diamond season so far. Like literally zero. I just can't make out what's going on. So I have this question for you guys, right? So before we move ahead, 433A, where are we plugging that in? Is that going into the ugly bucket? Does everyone agree?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I mean, I'm determined to try it mid-season, but in one of my teams, just because people keep telling me it's the worst formation ever, and that just makes me want to test it even more and make it work. But
well, I'll just provide the most Kev answer ever. It works against certain formations.
Yeah.
Well, so I want to let Salar actually mentioned in here. Like, do we see more crossing goals because all of the content that people are talking about now this season says you need to be crossing more?
That's what
we just
did, yeah.
more because everybody is crossing more. Like, what I'm curious, and this is a stat to actually look at, is how many crosses have been attempted so far this year towards the goals that resulted in crosses versus what they were last year. Like, if we're just seeing that we're getting more crossing goals because instead of 100 crosses through the first 10 matches, we had 150 crosses, that would make sense. Like, are the rates of conversion, the conversion rates, still the same? We're just doing
in a testing game, I played Amigos just for the absolute shits and giggles. And Brian beat me having balanced crossing on, and his players attempted 63 crosses with just balanced on crosses. And that's not crossing more. That's because he had a wide mid formation. And he said his players weren't on cross more. And the attempt,
so that was the question I had to all of you guys. So the diagonal switching, right, from the right back to the left mid or the left back to the right mid, do you consider that as crosses, or is it natural that this engine is just exploiting the wider spaces because the fullbacks tend to cover the infield more? Even if you set it up as a wider defense, the right back and the left back, for some reason, they're defending a little bit narrower than what it used to. So that's what's opening up the spaces for the wider mids. So are those diagonal switches happening irrespective of the crossing instructions?
I find it weird because I've seen them happening in previous seasons. Like for the last 4 or 5 seasons, I've seen those long raking passes from side to side in the pitch. So everyone seems to be saying that it's new this season, but it's not new to me.
Well, I think there's a big difference, though. The fullbacks are deeper and more narrower, so it looks like they're just in acres of space if it crosses that wide mid. So I agree with you, David. I've seen them in every season, but it's just way more prevalent now. Because when the wide mid receives the ball, he's in acres of space. There's no players anywhere around him.
Yeah.
So,
and you see it quite a lot that it's almost like the long pass to the wide mid or the fullback is what then triggers the cross, because there's been so many goals. There's been so many goals in Diamond I've seen that it's the long ball into a first time cross into the goal. It's not like the wide mid then gets the ball, makes a pass, makes a move, runs to the byline and swings it across. It's like the long diag signals to the player who's getting the ball, just swing it in. That's what's getting really repetitive. It's just the first time 40-yard ping crosses off of a long ball to them, to themselves. There's been ones in Diamond where it's been a long ball, he takes a touch and then he's in the box, so he just cuts it back. And it's pretty much the same goal as a cross, apart from instead of it being in the air, it's on the ground.
But that for me is why wide formations are so good, because the fullbacks are so deep and so narrow. When the wide mid then gets the ball and attacks with it, it pulls all the defense out of position. So it just creates loads of space, Whereas the wingers don't get that opportunity because the fullbacks are instantly on them because they're so deep and so narrow.
Big Wilbert made a couple of interesting points. One, that he can get 4-3-3 to work. love you, Big Wilbert. I'm right there with you. And his second one, cross conversion rate was terrible until this season. Like you could see crosses coming in and literally nothing would happen. The keeper would take them. This season, players are actually getting on the end of them and scoring them. And maybe that's the difference. Maybe the crosses have just always been there. It's just they would like nobody could actually convert them in the box.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I think that they're working better because of the space that is being afforded within this engine.
Yep.
I think that if you give top end crossers that extra second to make that decision, the pass is exponentially better. We see it all the time, like even in real life. I also think, and I see this a lot, I find that my right mids, my left mids, my wingers, they are scoring from positions that they should never be in. Like, I can't tell you how many goals I've seen my right mid scored when he's playing like a left wing position. He just shows up on the left side of the pitch. And I know that's AI, like that's the engine and how it's like built. But what I wonder is, are guys naturally moving in roaming freely? Because I'm not on high freedom. Are they roaming more, which is creating more of those spaces and gaps for us to take advantage of? And the higher up you go, you see those gaps and you pick those gaps out more. Because my guys are very rarely in the right spot. Like if someone is scoring from the right side, I used to know that it was Ledich or like Patero or Beckman, like one of those three. Now I have no idea who it's going to be because they're just all over the place.
But then do you have low freedom, Bob? It sounds like it's medium freedom that you have.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't. So at the way I play, I am a lot more offensive minded. And I try to, the best defense is a great offense is kind of like how I approach this.
Yeah.
And I don't want you to have the ball for good opportunities. So I think that I try to do those things and I try to create more of the space and more of the things, but I'm not putting anybody on. I'm not changing their freedoms at all to go down to low. Like I will never do that. Everything's going to be balanced or a couple guys on high if I'm doing that. And so, yeah, I just don't know how other people set things up because to Hamez's point, there are guys that are just wide open. And I can tell you in every season, guys like to cross the ball across the pitch. Like they like to change fields because it's tough. I mean, it's tough in real life too. And we're seeing it convert more and more now. And I'm seeing it at lower levels also. You know, I played Laird's Patron Saints that's run by Toby Manu. And we were playing each other in our match and just like 3 out of the 4 goals were crosses, like deep crosses from fullbacks, 2 strikers, and they were just knocked in, you know? And so it's just a really unique blend. And I'm just trying to figure out how it's happening and why it's happening. Like, are people playing with high freedom on their players? Like maybe that's why we're able to take advantage, you know, like, but I don't know.
Yeah, so weird one because you can definitely tell. Like, I don't know who in Diamond watches like because obviously there's you three that are quite prominent, Big Wills and streams. I don't know if Ronan actually watches the stuff, if XDIX watches the streams and stuff. But it's interesting because Dio and XDIX were 4-3-3 variant just religiously. Dio was a 4-3-3D, XDIX was a 4-3-3A, and they've switched out. They've switched formations to ones that have like the wide mids or and if they're not watching the content, they're also seeing in their games that the wide mids are the way to go and get those crosses in. So it's not just people that watch the streamer doing it because we're in the Discords, we're in stuff, but we're probably quite a small majority of the players in the game. There'll be people that play this game that don't watch content, that don't like tune into Discords, like nut jobs, but like they do. And they're probably realizing as well, switching it to these formations that have the wide mids to get these crosses in because they're so open seems to be the way for success. If you watch Diamond and have no interest in anything else, I clicked on one game after Laird's stream yesterday. It was Bob's game that he won 2-0. The first goal was a cross, Beckman scored, and the second one was a cross from the other side to Beckman to score. And it's like the first game I could have clicked on any of the 6 had 2 for 2 crosses. I watched another one, and it was like a 3-0 win. The first goal was a cross, the second was a penalty, the third was a cross. And it's like, out of 2 games, 5 of the 6 goals had like been crosses. So,
It's still not as bad as the cutbacks for me, because I'm just seeing loads of value. So
which is interesting, because the cutbacks, in my opinion, made sense. Like, my 90th paced winger with 87 dribbling was outpacing your fullback and like beating him with his dribbling, getting into a place that made sense and making the obvious pass. Whereas here, my fullback with 56 passing shouldn't be 10 times out of 10 pinging a 50-yard pass to a right mid or my right winger to then swing in across. One of my right wingers yesterday got an assist with 37 passing. He got a 25-yard cross on the dot, and I'm like, 35 passing. He should be hitting like fans in like row 7 in the crowd more than he should be hitting the field.
yeah, but that was the same for the cutbacks. Let's be honest. There was guys they couldn't dribble that were dribbling to the byline and cutting it back. So you can't tell me that. I've seen it for myself. So
I think it's more realistic that these guys would get to the byline and cut. Like, the issue with the cutbacks, the issue with the cutbacks was the goalkeeper and defenders were just never getting in the way. Like, the play to set up a cutback makes sense. All you needed was the goalie to be slightly better at reacting, or a defender to actually get in the way. Like, you see it in real life, cutbacks, defenders fling themselves to get in the way, or whereas this cutbacks would go through 5 folk.
But even this season, there's a nicer balance, I think, because I'm seeing cutbacks as well as crosses. Whereas
cutbacks have definitely been reduced. Like, I'm not saying like bump them up. I'm just saying Ronan shouldn't be conceding as many crosses when he's got Ben and like Carvach on the fullbacks, and he's got 97, 98 centre halves. He shouldn't be losing majority of crosses.
But that's what I was saying earlier. The fullbacks don't get a chance to get close to the wide mids to stop the cross.
Yeah, but then his centre halves shouldn't be losing as many duels in the air. Then you would have assumed.
Well, but then it's finer margins at Diamond, is it? I mean, there's 99 shooting guys everywhere. So physical.
Beckman's 5'6". He shouldn't be winning duels in from crosses against 97. Yeah, but I don't care.
Nah, I do. I think
he's
that's
how many headers? I want. It's a shame you couldn't do it. I want Messi in the box, and I want like the world's best centre halves, and I want you crossing it in like for Messi to win headers against the best centre halves.
Yeah, that's not a fair comparison. Messi's like a 34 physical though, dude.
Yeah, true. Exactly, Bob.
You don't know. You could put him on peds.
But Beckman's built like a tank. Messi's just weak. So
there are 8 formations so far, right? After this most recent patch, there are only 8 formations which have 50% plus win rate. Can you guys guess how many of those 8 have wider mids?
6
or 7. Yeah.
All 8.
7.
Yeah.
Close. The 9th one has a wider mid as well, so you could say 8 out of 9, but yeah, 7 out of 8 with 50% plus win rates are wider mids. So that kind of paints a picture.
But plus, we're talking about height. MFL say that height doesn't matter. So Beckman's 6'4", let's say.
Yeah, I mean, it's at the end of the day, like, we don't see all of the failed crosses either that go through there, which is why I'm curious about the conversion rate of what we have. And I think that there's a lot of opportunities to do statistical analysis of MFL broken down season by season, because is Bob seeing more success? Wow, I just talked about myself in the third person. Am I seeing more success with crossing because the guys that I'm using to set up my crosses are 99 passing, high physical, high dribbling, and they're launching it to two high physical strikers, versus what are the other setups that aren't working where guys are getting bodied in the box? It doesn't really matter how big Beckman is, as Dan LFC said, if Brock Lesnar is playing like in his prime, for me, and he's a 5'5" version of Brock Lesnar, he's gonna body the shit out of people down in the middle. And I don't care how bigger you are, like you're getting toppled over by a big, strong man that's gonna have the ball in, you know. So I'm curious about the conversion rate. I'm curious about which teams and what their setups are, and if there's any sort of correlation between those things. That's a lot more advanced than I could ever imagine to do because I'm too lazy to do stuff like that.
Well, you're obviously doing it the right way, Bob, because you're the top scorer in Diamond, and it's not even
Well,
close.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think that's fair either. I mean, I also played Beckman and all my best players against Sao Paulo, and he scored like 17 goals in one match. So, I mean, that's kind of an outlier, you know?
Well, there's been a couple of 11-0s against Sao Paulo as well. So
Yeah. But I mean, at the same time, though, Kev, like it's just there's a reason that Beckman is the best card in the game, right? You have to take advantage of the best card in the game while you have the best cards in the game. And I'm losing Beckman after next season. Vuko is gone this season. Ledic is gone this season. Ledic is the only 98 right mid in the game. Like, you have to take advantage of what you have there. And so I recognize that after this season, it's going to be hard for me to make a push again because Beckman is like, maybe I just really am not that good at the game. It's just Beckman that has made everything work for me, which is a very high probability.
It's just Beckman, Bob. It's just the 99 striker.
Yeah. I mean, I really think that's the case.
Yeah.
I really think that's the case because it didn't work last season, but I had to try to do other things.
I mean, it's subtle variations, right? I mean, it's not far off. And again, you have a couple more 98 strikers with Milano and Ronin as well. So, I mean, they're struggling and you're making it work. So it's definitely a mix of tactical brilliance and the squad mix as well. The one thing that would be nice to have in the future is having or being able to tell what kind of goals your strikers are scoring. Is if it is a header, if it is a volley, or if it is just a normal like a lob finish or whatever the third or fourth category is.
You
But
can
at
see
least
that
they
if
can,
you click on the shot chart.
does it?
Yeah, if you go into
It says like volley and stuff, yeah.
header, volley, and stuff like that.
But there's no way of looking at it from a data perspective, though, right? You'll have to manually move it over the shot chart to see.
Yeah, I have to click on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, like that's the kind of thing that I would love a secondary site to be able to pull those types of statistics to know what types of goals are being scored and by whom. I think those bring a lot of solid information because if I find that I'm getting a lot of headed goals from Beckman, but I'm getting nothing from McLeod and Turto on my team, but I'm getting more long shots and I'm getting, 18-yard strikes for them, then all of a sudden I'm changing the way that I'm playing. I can understand how the goals are being scored because this is something that I know the five of us have talked about a lot. It's like, how is your offense creating? And having that granularity is the next level of what we would need. And like I said, if I was smart enough to put something together like this, to pull from the API and pull all that data together, that is something that would be useful. But simultaneously, it's only useful in small chunks because sample size is small and nothing stays the same from season to season. So it's a matter of, is it worth the effort to build something like that for short-term gains as to what we have? Because the sample size is just way, way, way too small when you're looking at just diamond games, just platinum games, just ice games.
Yeah. It's I mean, like the constant changes actually, like I find the constant changes of like this season we're crossing, last season was a bit random. It like not that it's helpful, but it benefits the bigger bot, like you guys who have the flexibility to go, do I want to run wingers? Do I want to run wide mids? Because you've got the boys that you can just in and out switch. Like for me and David's the 4-3-3-D, I'm a 4-3-3-A kind of set up through everyone. If you're telling me, oh yeah, when you said wide mids are the way to go, I'm looking at buying 30 players from iron level through like obviously through like at Spark to play left mid, right mids for a season in which next season you could say these guys no longer work and it's back to wingers. And it's like, well, I've just spent X amount on 30 guys for one season's worth for rewards that, in the nicest way, if you guys got the rewards I got, you'd be having a heart attack. It's so low compared to the numbers you guys work at. I see the posts of Big Will gets 3 million, Sid gets like 1.5, Bob's in there with 1 and a bit. And I'm like, I just broke 6 figures because I've been like make-a-wish a silver team. Like, if that silver team wasn't there, I was sitting at like 42,000 MFL, which is 2 wins in Titans, and you get more than what I get for 10 clubs through the pyramid. So it's like, I can't justify spending on like season to season changes on like certain specific plays because my rewards don't justify the current price.
So
Whereas
I agree with you, Hamez. And I had this kind of like come to Jesus moment once I hit Diamond that basically said, I can't only run 433A, 433D, 433. I like running those. But I have to have variability based on what the engine does, because we were watching BFC Barcelona go up and down because they were purely a 433A setup team. And when wingers were bad, they would get demoted. When wingers were good, they'd have a great season. And the realization was you need to have wide pieces, at least have the option. And I agree with you. You don't want to spend a lot of money. You don't want to have to do these things. But simultaneously, what I did is I bought those cards for when they're going to be good. And I then used them in combination to rest my wingbacks, right? And I would play, and that's why I play a lot with a 3-4-3 and a 3-4-3D. Because you still use the same cards, but you're using your wings, your wide wids as well, and you have another place for them while giving other guys rest. And it makes you a little bit more unpredictable. And as you get further and further up the ladder, that unpredictability matters. And it's a lot harder to counter. Like, I know that you run a 4-3-3-A. If you're in plat or you're in diamond and we're playing each other, I know how to attack you. And so I rationalize to myself that yes, I need to buy left mids, right mids. I'm going to play a 3-4-3 type of formation so I can use them and get the benefit from them. And that's really how my thought process when I made that first Lenich purchase. Yeah. It basically forced me into this. I had to do it. I made a call, I did it, and it worked. I got lucky. Last season, garbage. Didn't work at all. I mean, and so we move on, and I was able to adjust, but I was being a big baby last season. I was just really frustrated, and I definitely spoke up. And is it my fault that the engine has been overcorrected so much? Maybe, but we'll see how it goes.
I think it's part of a risk reward strategy as well, right? In terms of how you build your squad. So like if you're running a 4-3-3 attack throughout, you still need to have your third winger, a second cam, and possibly 1 or 2 additional CMs. So you're just trading those rotation pieces for your wider mids and CDMs. Again, just to give yourself a flexibility for rolling out 2 or 3 additional setups. But again, I mean, it's not something that you will be able to do overnight, though. It'll probably have to happen over a period of 2 to 3 seasons where you lose some players to retirement, or you trade it out to a similar rated player in a different position. Again, it depends on how you approach. If the engine really benefits the 4-3-3-A, then you're flying. No other formation is stopping you. You're definitely ending up in the podium spot or even better. But if it backfires, then you're going to struggle big time, right? So that's something that you'll have to consider while you start like building or putting together your squads as well.
Yeah, as well as the reason I didn't bother this one, like as I said to you this time, is say I used wide mids in my like Belco for the top team for half the games. Say I played half the games, I switched to wide mids. You're looking at what 11 league games in 3 in the cup because the cup's not gone well. So you're looking at 14 games, and then as I think the 2 players I would have gone for would have been $80 total for those 14 games. In which case, if I come second in the division because XVIX has decided to stack his iron team because he wants them in like gold or whatever it is, I'm getting 21,000 MFL, which I can't justify like this, like, because these guys aren't 24, like 23, 24-year-olds. These are guys that like Kev bought one for $40. It's got like a season and a half left. For the 21,000 MFL, I can't justify spending $35 of basically a season on 2 players for the squad. Like, it just didn't make sense to chuck in like some of the. Like, I look at like $5 a season as like good value for my iron squad for the level of the age. Going like 5-6 times that just didn't seem worth it for a season where next season, who knows if wide mids go back to being ass, because they might see like this season like issues.
So I hear what you're saying, Hamez, but why is it a 1 season thing that you're looking at it as?
Well, because they're really strong. They're really strong this season, yeah. Like everyone talks. So what happens if next season they overcorrect it again and they become dreadful? Like the guys I've then bought this season will be retiring after next season.
Yeah, I mean, if you're buying the older retired guys, right? I mean, I think of it in the longer terms. I'm not like, that I have not bought a card in a while. I'm opening packs and I'm hoping for certain things. But I know that when I open a card, I have that card for a long time. And I'm not thinking of like when we're saying it's like $50 per season is not bad. The reason I say something like that is I'm trying to calculate in my head what it's going to earn me. So if I'm spending $150 for 3 seasons of a card and it's going on my bronze team and I need a card or 2 to push that bronze team and to keep it finishing well, that bronze team finishes in the top half. And then the next season stays in bronze and then can make a push for a bronze title. And then all of a sudden I'm in silver. That's well worth the money, but it's just instead of a 6-week period, it's now a 24-week period. You know what I mean? And I'm looking at it from that perspective. I'm also not too concerned about the return in value, as you are very well aware, as I approach it differently and I move things around. So I try to, if winning is really important, I try to talk to people and say, what is winning worth to you? Like, what is it worth? Because it's hard to put a number on it. And this is something that Sid and I talked about when we first made it to Diamond. Like, what is winning Diamond actually worth to us? And I said to Sid, I'm willing to put a ton of money in because the money I put in, if I can win Diamond once, that is worth it to me. That's what I'm getting out of this. I don't need MFL out of it. I don't need cash out of this. That to me is completing what I want to do. So I think it's different for every single person. And I think some people will want to play to win. Everyone wants to play to win, but I think some people will put more in to do so. Other people will be smart managers and work really hard to do so. And there's a good balance between the two. And it's one of the things I really like about this because no one's play style is the same.
Yeah, I think it comes to like, I don't want Belco to go up, which is, it sounds counterintuitive, but like the level Belco's team is at, if it goes up, it's in for it's in for an Edinburgh Castle season of basically, can I scrape any points? Most of the games I'm going to lose and I'm coming straight back down. And when I enjoy the battle of trying to stay in iron, then I will, can I scrape a draw and avoid 22 straight defeats? So it's the issue of like the jump up between iron and bronze is pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can get away in iron with an 80 average, I think. I don't think an 80 average would do well in bronze. Like,
no.
So it's
do you take
that's
loans over the Hamez?
Was it?
Do you take loans? Do you look to take loans from players?
I still have loans in like I think I've got like 30% worth of loans for Belco because it's just there's a few positions I need. Like I need just a cover center half, a cover for right back, and a cover for center mid. The rest I've got like myself, but the issue is nowadays loans you're still looking at 5-6% a player.
Yeah,
but
that's
I would rather give up the rev share and be comfortable in the division than fight out on my own and struggle.
Yep.
So, and then also like I'm in the lucky position of like with Castle in a way that 35% of or 34 whatever 36% of like gold now covers a lot. Like it's almost like my loan budget. I can loan in more because I'm bringing in like I've got like an extra sort of supply coming in. So like I can be that little bit more competitive because of a lucky reason in a way.
Yeah, I think that's obviously my view, my 30,000 foot view is a little bit different because what I'm looking at, it kind of pings off of what Big Wilbur just put in chat, that even if you go up and you get crushed in the next league up, you know, like what David did, he won silver and went up to the gold. He fought hard in gold, but he got put back down into silver. The progression that you get from your players that go up and play on that team, even though they're getting better, they're playing stronger competition, which gives more chance of progression, and you're still getting a ton of MFL from it. And it's the part is it demoralizing enough to lose like that to go through? And like that's a tough question. Like I mean, it does matter because one of the things too, and we talk about it a lot when we are in our groups, is that a lot of us are willing to loan in general. And I'm fortunate enough to have a large agency where people will message me and I'll basically give a lot of loans, and you can ask a lot of people. I don't even ask for that much because what's more important to me is I want my friends to have fun and I want my players to play. Like those are the two big things that are important to me. And so when it comes down to it, you know, if you get promoted from iron to bronze and you don't have the team to fit, there's a large group of people and communities that will work together and help with that kind of thing. And I think we have at least structured that with our group that we talk to all the time. And it's one of the things that I think makes MFL great. It's the community and the small little cliques and groups that we form. So
yeah, and it was the one question I forgot to ask Laird and thought would be quite entertaining is like how many people do you reckon play this game aren't in Discords or aren't watching content? Like I don't know how I would get on playing this game if I was trying to loan in players for 10 teams all on MFL, not contacting folk externally, because like especially in my time zone, if I try and loan in folk from the UK, like if I went in what 3 hours time at 11 o'clock in the morning, I'm not getting a response till my night. And then if they then reject it in their afternoon and tell me what they'd want, I'm not seeing it till my morning, and all of a sudden a 5-minute, like a 20-second conversation becomes a 2-day event for one player. So
yes, but, and this is me being old, is that a good enough excuse not to try?
what in terms of what?
Like, so like the way I hear that is it's a pain in the ass to get these loans because of time differences and a whole bunch of other things. So,
No. But I'm saying like if you didn't use Discord and didn't do and just use everything in the game, even if I was spamming out like because I messaged Ronan, like I missed out on one of Ronan's guys because I messaged Ronan going, "Hey, can I get this guy? I'll offer you this." And then at 3 o'clock my morning, he replied going, so I've just seen this. Like I've just seen this. You sent it overnight. I ended up taking less, but I've opened up my agency on 0%. So if there's people you want, and I was like, damn, I've missed this because it was at 3 in the morning, and you've loaned out like 560 players before I even woke up.
Yep.
So it's like there's times like that where it doesn't help.
That's a you problem though, Hamez. Like, you know, if you lived back in Europe in the right time zone, then you'd do better.
Just move back to Scotland.
I'll be able to test that theory. I'll be able to test that theory soon, and I'll come back to you. I might get better loans, but I'll be more depressed sitting in a dark room. So.
Very true. That's the trade-off.
Yeah.
I'll have you know it's been sunny for 4 days in a row. Okay.
Yeah. Where? What, in Aberdeen?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Buy a lottery ticket. Like,
it is. It's an event. I'll give you that.
Yeah. But it's like, because I'm saying I don't know if my sister sent me like an Instagram reel because she's in Aberdeen Uni, and they'd went 22 days in a row without sunlight.
Set a UK record, I think.
Yeah. And I'm sitting there, I sent back a selfie of me sitting outside in 32-degree heat with this like just blue sky. And it's like, yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. Not looking forward to coming.
Days?
22 days, no sunlight. Yeah.
It was fun. Lots of rain, lots of snow.
Yeah.
So, Hamez, when you are set up in your 4-3-3-A and you know that the wider mids are creating more space for fullbacks, how are you adjusting your team and setup to try to mimic it with the tools that you have? Like, or are you just keeping what you have and just kind of playing your counterattacking style?
The counter-attack kind of died a little bit, but I have my fullbacks basically kamikaze. I have my fullbacks basically being right mids and left mids, as well as being left backs and right backs. Because as you're saying, you can't defend the crosses. So as much as having them back is doing nothing because there's still the space. If I just chuck them forward, there's more chance that they get in the space that the left and the right mid would get in, regardless of them not really being left and right mids. And as we're saying, the passing stat doesn't seem to be too important for crosses. Like, it's more just get the crosses going rather than have the 99 passing crossing going. So it's, my wide backs are very, very attacking, as you can, like very pushed forward. But as it's like screenshots, your right back's like third top assister in that gold league, because he's basically holding hands with my right winger half the time. Like, he doesn't get the best match rating all the time. Like, he sometimes gets blitzed and gets like a 6, but I think there's a screenshot he had like 2 or 3 assists and a 5.9 rating, and you're like, well, he's providing the goals. I'm winning. It's not pretty, but it's working somewhat.
Yeah, I always try to figure these things out because you don't have any wing backs either, right? So you can't even like run the 5-2-3 in that kind of style to force your wing backs up. You basically have 2 central defenders back, and you can let your mid central defender be like a roaming CDM essentially. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I always like to hear what people do to adjust, or if they even try to adjust, or they just kind of like push through. So like, David, with your 4-3-3-D, have you done anything to adjust, or are you kind of like sticking steady with like what you do and how you approach it?
No, I mean, it changes quite a bit from season to season, because if I was running exactly what I was running last season, it wouldn't work. The season before that, like the long ball season, my defensive line was at 0%. I sent it over to Hoodwink and Kev, and they like laughed at me. They're like, and I was like, but hey, it's working. You know, I'm stopping the through balls, and I'm managing to score goals. This season it's different again. And the one thing I have noticed this season is I need to change how I set it up per opponent. And just because I'm running the same formation every game, it plays very differently. I could be playing, sitting back and pumping long balls forward, or I could be playing like more possessional, more balanced. I could be playing wide, or I could be playing narrow. And I still think there's enough settings that I can change within that to do well. And, I'm doing okay. I should be, if you listen to everybody, including Ryan Walter, who's now in the chat, who thoroughly depressed me earlier, telling me I wasn't going to win anything this season, then, 4-3-3 is dead. It's dust this year. No one should be playing it. It's awful. But I'm still doing as well as the prediction said I should have been doing at the start of the season. So, is that cat we can see on Kev's stream now?
Oh, yeah. David, if you were to test, like just letting your guys go kamikaze and do those things, do you use the cup to test those sort of things? Like, how do you do live in season?
I normally do my testing in the lower divisions, as Hamez can testify, because I tried a funky setup against him. I didn't even realise it was him, although I did the next morning when I woke up and had a DM from him, and I was testing something then. So I test something in lower divisions, just to get an idea of whether it works, and then filter bits of it up through the pyramid.
Okay. Yeah, because all I know is that the season that I won Diamond, I did not start with a 3-4-3. I actually started, I think I drew on a last second goal and lost my second match. I was lost at the start. And then we got to the Titans Cup and I started running 3-4-3 for rotations. And it was smashing. And so I know like the cups are a ton of MFL. And I don't want to say you don't prioritize the cups because a lot of people, it's really important.
Oh, I definitely prioritize the cups.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing. I think that's part of the difference too. Like you have to make a decision of if things are not working, how am I going to fix it? Am I going to try to fix it in the league? Am I going to try to fix it in the cup? Or am I going to do it in the lower divisions? Because the thing that always worries me about the lower divisions is that I can't test if a 4-1-4-1 is going to work for my diamond team when I test with my, my silver team. It's just they don't match up. Like the skill levels are so different and the differences between teams are so massive that I have started to use the cups more as my experimental piece than anything else. And so I was curious if like Kev or Sid or any of you guys do that, because I've seen Kev be really strong defensively in his 4-3-3 variations this season. And I'm curious how he does
that. Going into the match where you're playing each other this evening.
I was setting up the tactics when you were asking him the question.
I was literally changing my formation to play you, Bob. So
I knew it.
So yeah, come back to me in about 1 hour, and I'll tell you.
It makes it sound like a 4-3-3 is getting run.
Well, you'll just need to tune in and find out.
Or you both go 4-3-3-A and just say battle of the who knows what's going to happen.
Who knows? Maybe I'll go 4-3-3-D just for monkey.
Yeah, baby.
But we've already seen that the 4-3-3-A beats the 4-3-3-D here.
No.
I mean, do you want to let's pull up the Echidnas versus a monkey team and see what the result was. That was a 3-1 win for the
rotation, team strength. Who knows?
Well, it did rotate, but also that was the one where I was testing 100% defensive line. And
the thing that's depressing is his rotation team was still stronger than my first team.
Kev, I mean, your tinfoil might be coming true. I mean, I'm just hitting refresh data, refresh on this site for the data. 4-3-3 attack is sneaking up the table. It's up to 43% right now, and it is better than 4-1-2-1-2. Why?
Yeah, that seems to have changed since the patch.
Which is, I don't know who to take this, but guess we'll know today or tomorrow. Once we run like a couple of diamond games, then it should be noticeable.
And what's happening with Los Galacticos, Sid? What have you done with it?
I'm not running it up until mid-season.
Brian's back.
He is back, yes. He's the one who's setting it up. I do have visibility to what he's doing, but I'm just letting him run it till mid-season at least.
I get that. Yeah, need a break sometimes.
Oh, yeah. At least get, hopefully, a little farther in the cup, depending on how things fare out, like in terms of fixtures and whatnot. But the league, I think, is done and dusted.
Well, Bob and I know exactly how you feel because that's the pain that we suffered last season. So
yeah. Sometimes, I mean, you really can't fix things on the fly, right? I mean, you're trying to make changes, and more times than not, it ends up being detrimental. So hopefully, Brian can work his magic.
What's weird, Sid, is that you can run different formations, can't you? You can run the wide formations, and you just haven't managed to get it to click this season.
Yeah, it hasn't worked at all.
Yeah,
And I don't think I've actually in the league games, I haven't run anything except for the wide formations thus far. So I haven't tried wingers. I haven't run the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow either. So every single game I've played a wider formation with the wide mids. Yeah, I mean the results are just not there, unfortunately.
Shamefully, this season, 5-back formations, look to be quite good. Which
very well.
like,
exactly the reason why I handed it over to Brian.
Brian's just going to use that and shit all over Diamond, I think.
Yeah, it might be a spoiler for what's coming today.
I think that's the match I want to watch. Like, I want to see what Brian does with your team.
Yeah.
Like, your opponent's going to take like -3 shots on goal.
Yeah, he's gonna have like 3 Bonillas like in the post. Nothing's going yet.
I think we should watch our game, Bob. There's definitely going to be goals.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I started my losing streak today, Kev. Let's see if you can continue it.
Kev's playing a 9-1-1 formation.
Well, that's okay. The monster that is
game.
Beckman will get in there and head it in amongst 9 men.
Yeah.
The stadium is Park the Bus New, so yeah.
Ranjan made a very important point. So he said the cross percentage is actually similar in terms of the successful crosses completed, but they're scoring 4 out of 6 or 4 out of 5 crosses that successfully come in. So that's the percentage which is going up. Again, I don't know if there's any way for us to really look at that data at that level of detail, but yeah, that seems to be the shift.
The biggest question I have actually is what's going on with Real Madrid drawing tonight.
Yeah,
Robertson scored a screamer.
Have it playing on my phone. That's why you see me depressed.
Yeah, so PSG are losing as well.
Apparently, Robbo's just scored a screamer.
Yeah, 2-0 up now.
Nice.
1-2.
Makes up for that loss against Wolves midweek.
Well, it doesn't, but it's a little bit of happiness.
Yeah, pretty much.
But Bayern Munich are cruising.
So,
Neuer's been subbed again for Bayern Munich. Another injury.
Just retire, shouldn't it, at this point?
He's got Champions League midweek as well.
So Mr. Ryan Walters in chat, just causing havoc. We've also got Doss there as well, David.
Yeah, no, I noticed that and just ignored that because that was chaos bound to happen. But yeah. Ryan Walter, I think he's been put in his place by Jimbo, hasn't he? I haven't followed all of it, but he was saying that it's impossible to work out like the progression that players would get, but you can work it out from the white paper. Shows you how much penalty people get if you're playing a player against a team which is substantially lower than yours. Your players will start to get a penalty, and you can work it out. In fact, I think Josh did a spreadsheet, didn't he, for like training gets. I'm sure someone as smart as Josh could probably work, it out quite easily.
But no, I remember you guys when I nipped away. You were all talking about your budget and stuff, Hamez, and I kind of like that the engine changes mainly because it's a puzzle to figure out each season. But aside from that, think about the guys that say love centre forwards. When are they going to be good?
Never.
What about the guys?
There's only one of them.
No, but what about the guys that stack up in wing backs and what I just trade them all in when they come good? It's good that the engine rotates in that way, and we're not going to have a perfect engine for a long time.
I mean, it makes sense for for them as a company to do it because, like, if I wasn't sort of stubborn and whatever, I would have bought 25 players for the season of like left and right mids so that my teams had them. And then, if they become crap next season, wing backs become powerful. Everyone's going to have to go out and buy
Yeah,
by the wide
exactly.
mid. Like, yeah. So it makes sense. It's just I would much rather, instead of like for cutbacks, you basically needed wingers. Like
Yeah.
you needed like 4-3-3, and for this one you need wide mids. I'd much rather everything was like as like not a perfect engine as such, but somewhat even. Like last season's was relatively. I saw some success with the 4-3-3. I saw some batterings against like with the 4-3-3. But going into every game, I felt somewhat confident. Like as I was saying to Wade yesterday, it was the first time, having looked at his last 5 games, he was running a 4-1-2-1-2 or a 4-2-3-1, or it was the first time I've gone in 13 matches not confident of that the result was going to be anything other than him winning. And in my guy, like we came back to 3-2, but we were never on top. Like the stats show, he was always like in control with these wide mids, and it was all him. It's his tactical genius, no help. I've heard.
Here he is, Mr. Brian. How you doing, sir?
Hey, what's up with my screen there? Hey, what's up, everyone? How you doing?
Hey,
There we go.
we're excited to see what you do with Sid's team tonight, man.
Yeah.
See if you can put up the brick wall and score some
Oh,
goals.
I'm all messed up here. I got the YouTube going. I got
Well, you've had 5 people predict 3 or 4-0 wins, so no pressure tonight or this morning.
all right. Yeah, you can hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, what's up? How's it going? Hamez, I think finally first time we're on a pod together.
Yeah, this is the first time I've spoken to like half of the call now. So
And how's the AI looking? I think again the AI was pretty rough. I think I'm looking a lot younger than I did in the logo image there.
I think
Yeah,
anybody as dirty as Kev, and his multiple arms feeling people up.
But yeah, Bob and Sid were 10 years younger. How'd that work? You know?
that's
Right?
it.
Yeah.
If you
The
zoom in on Sid,
the first image was generated by Hamez. Okay, so anything you gotta say, Kev, you can tell Hamez to his face.
this was there's no like in the not I could screen grab Sid when he was on Amreezy's pretty close up. Bob's one when he opened a pack and he was smiling. Kev's always far away. Like, Kev's never like this close, so I can't get like a good one. So I'm zooming in on a pixelated picture and getting it more pixelated, and then it wouldn't work. So I typed in, "Can you make me a like person sitting at a table who is a bald Scotsman, please?" I was like, that was the description.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. So you just shit on me, basically.
Well, you stick closer to the camera, please. Give me a headshot.
I'll give you a close up later just for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
I feel like it read right into the image. It said good, bad, and ugly, and as it went left to right, it just got worse. So it's
All I'm saying is the
That's
good,
what I'm
bad, and
blaming.
ugly was Sid. That was Sid, not me. That was not me. That was
So,
awesome.
Brian, are you looking forward to coming back into the fray, into the diamond fray this evening, and picking up the crumbling pieces of the Los Galacticos empire?
that's rough. Crumbling pieces. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, so I think Sid set it up well with the cup. Cup was easy. It's 3-0 to start, so kind of no pressure match today. Got a good result against GTA, so we'll see. I mean, Roma's a tough team. I honestly can't believe they haven't won yet, right?
0 wins.
They're
Big
winless.
surprise.
They have 2 draws.
Right. So I feel like I'm due just in time here to kind of for him to come in and get a big win. But yeah, I mean, it should be fun. We'll do. I think Sid we'll probably do a few matches here till the break, and just kind of see how it goes, and maybe give him a couple different looks and see if they can get a couple wins going down the stretch. And again, team is loaded. Sid's a great manager. I think a lot of the tactics this year, Sid, we were talking early on, so much. I think of. I mean, funny. I was listening on the way in, and Kev, you were talking about the game engine changes and that being good, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. But I think, Sid, you do a good job. I think coming in off season, kind of really mapping things out, really regression testing. So I think a lot of the tips that you picked up, I've just been running on those this season. So
But then it'd be
We
so
will see.
boring if it didn't change, wouldn't it? Imagine 4-1-2-1-2 narrow was the meta. Then Ronan just pisses diamond every single season, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I go back to season. I think season 10 was peak. I think for me, we were started figuring out that 4-1-1, 4-1-4-1 mid-season, and everything was kind of firing. And then
That was beautiful.
obviously enough said about last season. That one was pretty. That was pretty rough. But a lot of changes this off season.
Nope, you're
Couple
muted.
tweaks went in there. Apparently, not a lot of changes, but we'll see. I think some of those initial meta data coming back shows maybe some more impacts, but we'll see if much has changed. But yeah, again, it should be fun to give LG a look. But still, I think Amigos want to keep the focus on them, and their cup is going terrible. But again, goal is to see if we can get them up this season. So
We've got Jimbo in the chat as well. Your nearest challenger with the Amigos.
Yep.
DFC.
DFC's right on the tail.
yeah, Jimbo's been. Yeah, they were right. Big result yesterday because they were within 1 point, but I think we still face off here. Some Amigos has some tough matches. We got Dublin Trading Spaces today, so looking forward to that one. He's got a couple of great players, Han and Gomez, who I actually loaned season 10. They were huge. It was really bummed not to be able to get them back season 11. So that'll be a fun one today. And then I think I'm playing, Jimbo and another tough one down the stretch. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, again, they're doing well from the start, but long ways to go, long season.
I just realized it's top of the table clash as well, Brian. I didn't know that Dublin was number 2 on the plat table.
Yeah. I mean, he's been tough. Sturgis Terriers have been tough. Jimbo's been good. I think I'm leaving. I have to pull up the table. I'm leaving somebody else out.
Napoli. Bill.
Bill's Napoli has been solid. Surprisingly, Ronan's Keto struggling a little bit. Slipped up. We lost to Basil, but Basil's a good team. He's running a solid 4-1-3-2. So I think with trading spaces in Dublin is if you look at their matches, they're almost every match they're losing XG by a pretty decent amount, but got some superstars on that team that managed just to pull through. So we'll see.
Trust the processes here. What a crew this is, he says. Thank you very much, sir.
They're having a good season. Harmony's having a great season.
Yeah, GG's for our game last night, Mr. Trust. First time I've really came up against him in a long time as well. Not excited for tonight, though, against Bob. Yeah, that's not good. The form is going to come crashing.
Bob's due for a bad result.
Nah.
Hey, I had a first one today. So you know what? This is when I go on my run and I completely blow everything up. So
Well, let's see.
What was the bad result today?
I lost in Titans to Jimbo.
Oh, wow.
Lost in Titans to Jimbo. I've got I actually have Dublin, in 2 days in Titans as well. So I basically played most of your league, Brian.
Yeah, that one is tough.
Yep.
But I'm assuming you're still in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I mean, I think I need a win. One more win, I think I should be fine. But yeah, you lose some games and you win some games. So first one of the season. We were talking before you came on that Jimbo set up a good formation against me, and my team simply didn't create. Like I was missing the space to get those long crosses in, and so it just didn't work out. So
Jimbo was trying to sell that formation or tactics to Kev. I don't know if he's managed to get it in, but
no.
Yeah.
What, the 4-2-3-1?
Yeah, he used that in the cup against Bob.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking at that now. It looks good.
Bob,
I mean, Bobby rolled out that 3-4-3, and you were talking up the 3-4-3, Bob. But
I love the 3-4-3. It's fantastic.
Been a mess for me.
Fantastic. But no, they didn't create. I mean, and one of the things I saw in that match, the 3-4-3 itself, the midfielders weren't doing what they needed to do, and his defensive mids, his 2 CDMs, were really owning the areas, and so I couldn't get anything progressing or hold the ball in the midfield. So I was not maintaining the ball. I was not creating chances. And so if I were to redo that, I would have loved to play the 3-4-3 diamond instead to force his CDMs to attack my cam and work from that kind of perspective, and then have a little bit backing that went in there and create a little bit more space. That's the only change I would have made there. So, I like running the wingers in Titans because Botello, I think, scored like 5 goals the other day in one game. So I really want to win the Titans Cup Golden Boot for the 3rd season in a row with 3 different players. So that's my goal, at least. So,
Will we stick on a game soon, David?
Yeah, we can do. Yeah.
Who's up first out of us? Is it Castle or?
No, we're not
Blue
putting them
raspberries
on.
coming up, right? I want some of those blue raspberry blasters.
Hey, that team's fun, man. That is one of the most fun teams I get to watch. Like, I have no idea what's happening. It's
Give me a
fantastic.
minute. I'm just going to use the.
Men in blue must be playing soon. No, they score loads
Men
of
in blue
goals.
should be quality.
Men in Blue is on in 25 minutes, actually.
Yeah, that's fine. We can stick. That's a good time.
So, Brian, how are you liking the the blue raspberry blasters, or whatever they're called?
They're a huge pain, honestly. That roster, I think you put maybe like 3. There's 4 center backs.
Yeah.
There's no right back, I think. So I'm trying to like force a right back in. I feel there's a ton of right mids and left mids. So it definitely was a good challenge, but they're not going to win any defensive battles. So it's been all like Bob style run and gun, and
Nice.
sometimes it goes ugly, sometimes it's a real fun comeback. But hopefully, they didn't get a great result today in the cup, but they're still in good shape, top of the group. So maybe they'll get out, and league wise, maybe we'll stay up. So they're about 8th, I think, progression stat wise. So I'm still right about there. I'm not like killing it with that team, but
You know what?
yeah, they're an odd mix.
I'll send you a right back at the midseason.
Yeah, just one right back would be nice.
Just one right back.
But,
We'll give you some, like a right wing back and a left wing back too, and just let you go to town.
Yeah, they've been fun though. I mean, that was the thing. After last season, it was such a grind. Again, that engine just seemed like you needed some star players, and it was not a lot of fun. So Platt's been it's definitely a downshift, so a little more fun there. Took on an ice team, Chicago ice team. That's been super fun to watch and build up. I threw like $100 at them and pulled in a bunch of players. And the blasters have been fun as well. So LG, a little bit of pressure here, at least for a few games, but yeah, it's been definitely much more fun this season.
So who does LG have to finish the season? Obviously Roma today, but who else do you have on that?
Bishoni next.
Bishoni next.
And then GTA before the break.
Yeah, and you definitely give XVIX a headache. So if you can separate some space, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, got to get a result today against Roma. Then you got hopefully pull something out against the XVIX. It's going to be a toss-up. Such a good team. And then need to get a result against GTA, and then hopefully Sid can take it from there after the break and run them up the table.
Yep. They're strong, man. You'll get that through. Just got to get them clicking on the right side. So I'm really curious. Like I said, I was saying before, that's the match I really want to watch. I get a little bit too stressed watching me play Kev. So I don't know if I want to do that. I get really frustrated.
I can't imagine you're feeling any stress at this point. What do you clear at the top?
Yeah, but this has happened before. Like things switch really, really fast within this. So like you can hit a bad form. Like I wasn't producing as much as I thought I would be. And I've noticed on my silver team that was absolutely smashing for the first 5 or 6 games has really struggled the last couple of games and had a few draws against teams that they should not be struggling with at all. And so I don't know. There's some adjusting going on my opponent's side, and I know what's going to happen on Diamond. So, I know Kev is definitely going to adjust. The question is, do I have enough? And that's kind of how I look at all this stuff. There's no comfortable area because I play Ronin tomorrow. You know.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah. So
He's got that.
is
He's got that 4-3-1-2 going.
that what he's running? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, and I don't carry enough CMs to do that. And my right mid is retiring. So he only gets like one game every 4 games. So,
Yeah, that formation came out of nowhere. I had absolutely no plans to run it whatsoever, and then I kept in the preseason. I kept playing. Frag had his flat team, Felsino.
Yep.
And he was running the 4-3-1-2. I kept testing. I'm like, this team, like I should be overpowering them, but they were just killing me, and it wasn't even close. And then I tried to make it happen, and I threw out that wing back, left wing back, because it was the only other CM that I had, and the guy's been killing it since. So
Got a special mention from Jimbo on Wendirk as well.
I heard that, and then I tried to trace it down on the pod, and I couldn't find it. I'm always here. There's a mention, and then I try to find out where it is in the timeline. I can never find it.
Kev, which match did you have in mind? I've put when some Wyverns up because they're the only match I could see that was kicking off at 9:30. But I'm sure there's loads of others, isn't there?
There's me versus Big Will in our league, David, in the Bronze League. 5 minutes
Oh, is
there.
there? Yeah, put that one on instead.
That'll be a good one.
Yeah. Which league's that?
So Bronze, Aberdeen DGen, same as Monkey. Is it Monkey Fire?
Monkey Fire.
That's a 9:35.
No, it
so
might be the other one, Monkey Kings.
or Monkey King, sorry.
So, Sid, while they're pulling that up, what are you running on your silver team? Because that team is absolutely smashing right now.
Exact same as what I had on Galacticos.
Okay.
That's the part which doesn't make sense to me at all.
Yep.
The team composition is the exact same, and I've tried to not run wingers. So most of them are wide mids. And the interesting part with that squad is I only have 2 strikers. So I cannot run a 2-striker formation throughout either. And they've been smashing it in the cup. With the league, it's kind of an OP team for silver, but I mean, in the cup, they're doing really well too. So I don't know how it's not working in one and not in the other.
So are you getting progression on that team? Because that team is pretty loaded.
Good question. I don't. So thus far, let me check.
The thing about progression is you never know whether the players have already sort of, pretty much tapped out on the progression as it is. So it's so difficult to judge, isn't it? You know when you've overpowered a team, they're getting lower amounts of XP. That's guaranteed. But you don't know whether, even if they were getting more XP, whether they'd be increasing their levels.
Yeah.
So I've got 2 overall +1s on the squad, and about, I want to say, around 10 to 12 other individual stats progression outside of these 2.
Okay.
Which I guess isn't bad.
Not too bad.
I did have that one older striker who was in use for 4 seasons. So he was freshly packed out of an older pack. So he's a 32-year-old 92 rated striker. So he got a +2 on shooting, but his overall hasn't gone up still.
Right.
But he's part of that squad as well.
Yeah, I got to say that the progression has been kind of hit or miss, but my silver team, a couple guys that I've been really hoping for have gone up. And it's very interesting because I have a couple guys on my diamond team that have been at 94 for a few seasons now that I'm just waiting for them to go up, and no one moves. Like they're just stuck in the mud. And it's really kind of interesting to watch because I think the same thing is happening with Renaud on Kev's team too. He's just been stuck in the mud at 94 for like 3 or 4 seasons at this point. And I bring him up because we were talking about Dublin and Gomez, his striker. There was a time when you and I were first getting into Diamond, Sid, where we were both trying to work a deal with Trading Places to get Gomez on our teams. And Gomez has since progressed to an ultimate, and everyone else has just kind of pumped brakes. And that's the game. but it's really fun when you watch and you see these guys do well. So can't complain too much. I mean, 94 is more than enough to be running in Diamond at this point. I think I don't feel that you need like the 96s and 97s. Like the differences are so slim at this point.
I'm hoping that Renaud and Coleman both go up +1 because we're only having 2 strikers. They're both playing loads of games.
Yeah.
So, surely a good chance of the +1 this season.
Oh, Big Wilbert's rolling out the 5-back against you in for the Aberdeen game.
Yeah, after us just speaking about it as well.
Big Wilbert, I know you're in the chat. Yeah, you're still there. Like, historically, I've done really well against you. Like, I beat you every season. Like, and this season, I've noticed that you keep like taking wins off me. It's really frustrating.
Big Will is very, very good at this game. I've always thought that. A lot of respect for him.
He is, yeah.
And I play him every single season. So, yeah, it's always fun.
Guaranteed if you're in a high league, you'll be playing Big Wilbert.
Yeah, Big Will. So that first season that you and I were chatting, David, when you got me into MFL.
Yeah.
And in my cup, I was playing Big Will's War City, and I just like messaged Big Will because like I'm just a lower level player and just like playing at this point. And he was always so nice and responding as we went through there. And it was really kind of cool because that was the match. Those are the 2 matches in the cups that I would always look forward to because I knew who Big Will was. And I knew that he switched his lineups all the time. And it was an actual like mental test to get through there and work it out. So just shout out to Big Will, a heck of a manager. And like he even spent the time with a lowly iron manager who was brand new in the game back in the day. So he's one of the reasons that I
respect because he's managed to stay in Diamond every season without being relegated and without ever having like the ultimate strongest team in there. Like, so there's a lot of respect just goes from that point of view. But yeah,
I love how he always flies in Titans because Titans is so hard. And he always does so well in it.
Oh, you're going to hurt Sid again. It's like a dagger. Everything we say is a dagger to Sid's heart this evening.
It's a penalty just got overturned against Real Madrid as well while we speak.
Oh, wow. There's Jimbo, the Crystal Palace of Diamond.
Is that a compliment?
I'd say so. Constantly survive. Win one FA Cup.
Yeah, but Crystal Palace don't win often.
No, they constantly survive in the win.
Yeah, they don't get demoted though.
Yeah, but they've won 1 cup in like their history.
Yeah, Big Will's better than that. I think he's won a few titles.
Exactly. So Crystal Palace is like kicking him in the nuts.
How many crosses, goals are we going to see in this game?
5 at the back versus 4-4-2. I'd say about 3,000 crosses here.
We've got Kevin Red. Let's go big screen. There we go.
Just going to be cross this game, just to prove Hamez's point.
Bob, that's what we need to do if you win the league with like a couple of games to go. Just stick every single player on cross mode and see how many you can get in a game. Like if you play Sao Paulo, just stick cross on even centre halves, and just see if we can get to like 150 crosses.
Sao Paulo is my first match in the second half. Like it's the one like full rotation match that you can do, and it's my first one. I'm like, oh shucks. So
yeah,
I'm gutted I don't have them for ages. I've got Bob twice before I play them next. So yeah,
it gets Bob out of the way though.
But then it's a really, really tough run until Sao Paulo. So that's going to be my true test, I think.
Yeah. We're getting a background of Brian's kid like shouting at his kids.
Oh, so I had it on that whole time. You guys hear me running around? I'm like, we have no umbrellas? What the hell, man? We're raining here at the bus stop.
So
oops.
Yeah, I'm watching my bronze game, and I just had my center mid cross into my striker for a goal. That's happening in a 4-4, 4-1, 2-1-2 narrow now.
Yep.
Crosses are where it's at, man. I tell you what, Brian, I'm watching your Blue Raspberries game, and it's so much fun.
Are they all right? Raspberries. Here we go.
Yep. You're playing Mr. Big. You're Mr. K. Mr. Big. Big Mr. K here.
When are the
This is
raspberries
the-
kicking off? When do they start?
They're deep into the second half already.
Yeah, 60th, 67th, and
Okay.
2-0 up, looking good.
Yeah.
This is probably your strongest lineup.
Yeah, you've got a bunch of progression actually with this game.
Oh, really? I never look at progression anymore. I used to get up every day and check it, but
Yep. Yeah, I've given up on progression too. I just kind of see what happens. Like I'm just waiting for a couple guys to pop up. But
No, it's still part of my morning routine. I get up and I still scroll up and I still get bits, but often it's from the lower sort of players, from anyone in dev jail, like the commons. Oh, there we go.
how big is your agency?
About 450, 500 or something now.
Oh, you got quite a few then.
Yeah, no, I've got
You got players to track. I've got like 10 real players and a bunch of scrubs. And they're all old. It's nothing but disappointment.
At least you got the sale for the Diamond Club, though.
Oh, yeah, that was great. I didn't expect that either.
No.
There was like nothing going in the off season, so
Big Mr. K says Mr. Big works for me, mate.
Are you going to buy any teams lower down, Brian? Or are you happy with just the other team that you've got?
yeah. I mean, I own the one. I mean, I think last season I had one team. I've always just had one team, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna just let this diamond team go. I'll help Sid with Amigos, and that'll be good. And then it spawned 2 other teams with the raspberries, and then I got this other Chicago one. So now it's partially with LG. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna step back and just do one lower division one. Now I got 4 teams. I'm back in diamond. So yeah, I don't know. That one is probably good. Just run them up the table, the leagues, maybe get them up into a stone and go from there next season. But plenty of, with the delegation and stuff, there's plenty of options. So
yeah, I've always got
to be able
teams
to-
if people want them, if they want to run them.
yeah, it's nice to be able to play. You know, I think again last season it was quite disappointing. Was able to kind of cash out a little bit, and then be able to play now more on delegation and not having too much capital into it. Oh, come on, raspberries, what's going on?
Yep.
Won this game 3-0. So all 3 goals came from crosses from the same center midfielder, finished by the same striker.
Yeah, I do see that a fair bit. And I'm 1-0 down, and there was 2 crosses leading up to the goal.
I said this to Wade yesterday. I went, because I've brought it, like, because I keep going on about it. Now that it's so like, and everyone talks about it, all everyone's gonna notice is these big flipping crosses. Like Laird sent me a message whilst we've been live saying, "I love this game," and it's his left back pings it to his right mid, and his right mid pings it to his striker, and his striker scores. And it's like, my God, it's just seeing so much of it.
I haven't seen that a lot. Big Will's hit the post once, and I've hit the post twice in this game. Don't see that much.
So Hamez, you're still running like 4-3-3-A, like with Castle most of the time, right?
Yep. Yeah. My stubbornness in propaganda has no bounds. So, I mean, they're doing relatively well. They were projected third, and I think they're second or third. So, like the team that beat me 6-3, that's kind of notorious. Did like only just got beat by Ronan, so it's like they're not exactly a bad team. It's not like it's not like I got beat by Scrubs. They got beat like 5-3 by Ronan. But
No.
we keep going. My OAPs are doing well. Although,
I think Castle's the only one of yours I'm following. Yeah, they're up in third. Oh, that's a cool league. So yeah, you got so Good Girls, a familiar team. Definitely scrimmaged with them quite a bit. My buddy Matt Balling SDC's in that division.
I think he beat me when was that the team my defense decided to. Yep. They decided 80 minutes is like full time. We were 2-0 up and doing fine, Then my back four decided to go home, and we lost 4-2.
Oh, he did. Wow, he went off.
It was
1-2.
no, they didn't get sent off. They just went home. Like
Yeah.
they walked off the pitch. It was 80, 82, 83, and we were 3-2 down in 4 minutes.
Yeah, you were up 2-0, and then he got 4 goals after the 80th minute.
Yeah, and it's like no, I don't even think it was a tactical change. It was just like
So he does that. Like that is so. One of the seasons before I made it to Diamond, I was in Plant and I was playing Matt something balling, and I was up 3-0 with like 75 minutes into the match, and I went into the store. I did some shopping. I came back out and I had lost like 5-3. I was like, "What the actual dump truck just happened?" And that started the friendship between me and Max. I messaged him like, "What the heck just happened?" Like, I'm so confused. He's like, "Yeah, me too. Like, none of this makes sense." So,
yeah, like the comebacks don't. I don't understand how they have. Like I have one that I sent to Ryan before I went on his show. I was, I think, 4-0 down in 88, and I scored 88, 90, 91, 92, 94, and won 5-4. And it was like, what is my team taking to suddenly score 5 in 6 minutes in the 89th minute?
So when these examples happen, like there has to be like a hidden momentum factor, right? Like there's no way there's not, because you can't be great for 45 minutes and then just
Capitulate. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I get it that your keeper is just like the most emotionally distraught person in the world, and when they let him to goal, like they just completely give up and they Scott Sterling it. But like, what are they doing? Like watching your match, I was just like pulling my hair out as I was watching it. Hamez.
Yeah, it was just, and then you knew, like I knew the fourth one was coming when it was like 92 plus 4, and it was a highlight with him at his like corner flag, and you're like, well, I'm not going to score here. You know what's coming, and then the hoof, dribble up, the cross, the 4-2, and I was like, oh, just what I needed.
So momentum is a thing, though, right? Like momentum is the thing, or like home and away, it is a thing. Like it has to be, right? It has to be.
I've always thought so. I think Sid agrees as well.
How is there not any home and away at this point? It's all basically neutral impact. There's no home field.
Yeah, I want my home field to be. I want it to be small. I want hostile fans. I want guys that have got like stadium bands and other like teams. I want them in my crowd. Make it hostile so the other team are like terrified.
Do we
pyro and all that?
Do we want to stick on Castle next, or the Ramble, or
the Ramble are good. I do better when I'm not. Castle do better when they're not on stream. I find this out.
The Ramble, shall we?
Yeah, it's a way to start in 1 minute.
I know what you mean, Hamez. I don't like putting my games on either. It just feels like too much pressure. I'd rather them silently behind the screen.
Well, the one game of mine we've put on is the only game I've lost tonight.
So, yeah. That's what you're saying.
No, it is. Go check. I'm winning with the DJs just now in silver as well. Stream. It's same when I put them on Jimbos. I always lose them as well.
See, it's Jimbos. I put mine on Jimbos, but it's like the Spark and Ice teams where it's like who gives a toss. Like if I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. I stick the Jambos on occasionally because he's like Jimbo's got a player on them, so it's always quite entertaining. And I could just blame I can blame the loss on Jimbo's play. So, no, the higher up ones, they do not get put on stream at all. They get very much covered away. We're against Rory as well, so that's never a nice game.
Ooh.
So
did Castle start yet?
No, that's in 4 minutes.
4 minutes, yeah.
We're not allowed to watch Castle.
Brian, guess the formation.
5-4-1.
Almost 4-1-2-1-2.
Lies.
No joking.
I'm looking right at it. It's 4-3-3.
Oh, it didn't save.
We can watch whatever games you want. If the majority want to watch Castle, I'm happy to put that on.
Oh. Yeah,
I really want to watch Castle, but
you can do just off stream.
That's it looks like a tough one for Castle. 4-3-1-2. Well, you're a stronger team though. on paper.
Yeah, but the formation battle, he would win. Like he should win the formation battle.
So are you running Modesto
Yeah.
today? Rueda.
No, we're going the other boy.
Rueda.
Modesto does seem to do better, as we're saying, like because he's tall and beefy, but try to get this other guy to do something.
Yep.
But,
Yep. There was a point in time where Rueda was the number 2 scorer in all of MFL. In all of MFL. Then I hit
if he could keep that up, yeah. But,
I think Beckman has passed him now.
yeah, but I think the big disappointment with Castle's that Luna's decided his his inspiration's Kasper Schmeichel. Like last season Luna was good. Even in the Yorkshire Tea pre-season one, Luna was all right, bar the final. And then this season it started off with like a 4.9 or 4 point something, and in the second game he played like a 5.2. So it was very much you can play against the people I do not care against. The other boys coming in for the important ones.
I flicked across to set up Castle just for a second, and bloody Ramble conceded.
Yeah, it's a good game though so far.
It is, yeah. But Ramble's
Well, it's
queued
the
and Castle's queued up as soon as this dies down.
Did we get the Rambles goal, like the goal they conceded on stream, so everyone can see that it's definitely not a cross into a first time finish? Oh yeah.
Looks like Scrub doesn't have any more dead teams. I'm disappointed.
No, he does. He does lower down. I beat him 10-0.
Yeah, the team I'm playing right now in silver, he's Grey Ninja Max is running that.
It's not quite sad that we're talking about dead teams and we're in silver division. Like,
No, I mean he was like throwing games for fun in bronze last season.
oh yeah. Castle played him. Castle beat him 2-0, 3-0 last season when his left back, left centre back, and left midfielder were on 71 fitness. So,
At what stage does a team start to default to forfeit matches? Because I've got a game tomorrow against somebody, and their players are starting to get quite low. Like a few of them have gone red. Like how long before they start to forfeit?
Is it not? It's like it's a certain number of players that are in the red.
At least 5 players lower than 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Brilliant.
Someone asked the same question in the main Discord today, I thought.
Yeah, I was trying to figure this out for
someone that was going to play
Sao Paulo, because I was just going to kind of ghost ride Sao Paulo throughout Diamond, and I was trying to figure out what was the minimum number of players. And Trust the Passes J. Anthony reached out. He, I think, wisely advised me to pick up another 3 or 4 like base level 88s just to avoid those forfeits.
Jimbo was saying 5 players under 60%.
Yeah, no, I saw. Yeah, I'm just checking to see whether he's got 5 players.
Right.
Ooh,
Ramble.
Ooh, it looks like I'm just going to get away with it. They're all just above 60 at the moment. Perfect. Mwah.
Stat pad season.
Well, hopefully I'm playing the backups, so the backups are worse than his, but I reckon I'll still win.
Yeah, the fitness.
What does he have a side that's like more dead than the other? Because you just force, like on team instruction, just force it down that side. That's what Castle done.
Weird thing is, it looks like he has been rotating, but only a few players.
Strange.
Yeah, well, I mean, Scrub, going back to the silver team and Scrub done. He was rotating, but he only had like 1 left back. So his left back was just playing every game because he didn't have an option. And then mid-season came and he brought in like a guy who was like 20 overall less to just rotate 1 or 2 games in. But he builds his squad so lean that he doesn't actually have sometimes full rotations.
I've just noticed that he's actually got 3 suspensions tomorrow as well. I've no idea what this guy's doing, but anyway, I won't out them on stream.
No, that's what we do. We
out the name. But
what team? What team is this?
Gone MFL.
Oh, that's the team that you're gone.
Yeah,
no, what team are you? No, what team are you of yours? Because I'll out the guy.
The Vikings.
Because you're not going to. You went out him, I'll out him.
Big Will says play your main striker against those squads, David.
Yeah, probably. I need to have a check. How
You'll
close
probably rotate though. I mean, fitness wise, you might need to. That's
yeah, it
perfect
depends on how
opportunity.
close I am in the cup. Let's have a look.
Win the golden boot. Goal differential matters.
I think that's what Big Will's trying to say. Yeah.
I mean, that's why I didn't rest Beckman against Brian in the first match
Mhm.
with Sao Paulo. Like, listen, I'm selfish. I want to win. I'm going to take advantage. Like, I am going to, like, if there's a fire, I'm pouring gasoline all over that bad boy.
Yeah, you ran tests against Sao Paulo. That was
Oh, yeah. Yep. Sure did.
Pimja. Some
No.
French manager.
I was going to rotate the striker, but fuck it. I'll put the main one back in.
There you go.
There we go. Stat pad, my
And then-
friend. Stat pad.
Yeah. And we'll expect like 7 or 8 goals.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Anything less than he's getting the fire.
Right. Grab a drink before Diamond starts.
Let's go.
nice. A couple of goals there, Hamez. I just refreshed. I missed both those goals back to back.
I mean, fair enough. I'm not watching.
You what?
I watch it back on replay so I can.
Ah,
Oh, my
I can
spoiling the
judge.
result.
No, I watch it back on replay so I can judge what's like how the game is going. But nice to see that my goal was a cross, and it was his goal a counter attack. Don't say I screw up and he counters. That'll be depressing. Oh no, it's a 50-yard through back, like long ball, and I get chipped. Nice.
Oh,
50
Amigos lined up against Dublin. All right, here we go.
Yeah, is he playing Han as a lone CDM?
Yeah, he's been playing this. This has been his main go-to, the 5-4-1 and the 5-3-2.
Interesting.
Right, this Ramble game. Ramble 3-1 down. We're switching over now to. Let's have a look. Here we go. Castle. 2-1 up.
long ball cross. Yes. The crosses are going well.
hey, as long as it's
Ooh,
working for
Castle
me,
again.
Yeah.
3-1.
The cross into a first-time finish. Let's go. And the fact that the right centre mid has scored and it was a cutback that the striker wasn't there but he was there is quite interesting. But we'll take it.
Got a minute
The
here to the
rotated-
diamond lineups come out. I'm looking forward to see what.
Oh, Real Madrid scored. 95th minute.
It's another one. It's a fourth. You won't guess how it happens. It's out wide left. Long ball into the box. First time finish. Goal.
That was pretty much a mirror of the goal before, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! 4 goals on 1.5 xG. Killing it.
Yeah. My centre mid has decided he's playing striker this game.
Yokar's good, man.
Was he the center mid who scored?
Yeah, the right centre mid has scored twice, being in the box. So
He's a good card. That's why I gave him to you. He's also retiring.
he's my rotation.
Yep.
Like I even rotated. Like I felt bad that the CDM hadn't had any games, so he's actually playing this game at centre half.
You don't have to feel bad
So-
about that. He doesn't need
Yeah.
to play.
Yeah, well, he's playing all right at centre half. But
Another cross, another goal.
oh no, it's 4-2
We're
now.
not even at half time yet.
So, man, your goalies have no interest in stopping anything. I was.
No, yeah, that's like my games. If you want goals, you just watch this team, because
Yeah.
I have them going forward, but the goalie just doesn't like saving anything.
Yeah, like if you like watching like my games where it's just all goals and no defense, like, just watch Castle in gold.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. The games take like 20 minutes, and it's just pure offensive highlights.
Well, yeah, that's how I knew the 4-2 loss yesterday was there was going to be lots of goals because it took 16 minutes for the game to go on to watch replay, and I'm like, well, it should be 7.
We got the diamond lineups out. So we got what? Kev, you're in a 4-3-3-D.
Yeah, Bob's
Bob's-
Bob,
Leads.
4-1-3-2.
Okay.
that one's for David. There you go, 4-3-3-D.
So hopefully it works now.
I've got a bad feeling I'm away to get absolutely smashed here.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, well, to be fair, you own almost all 22 players. So,
So no matter what happens, I win, unless we draw.
well,
All right, Sid's gonna kill me if this doesn't go well. I got the 5-3-2 going against
Off the
Roma.
post.
Oh, amigos are up.
well, 5-3-2. Big Will just cooked me with that, so it looks a very,
Ooh,
very good
Alfonso.
formation.
Oh, Afonso's been great. He can only play like once every 5 games.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, at least it's not a cross. It was cut back.
Come on, amigos.
I've just realised that I was playing Ryan tonight, and I played my 4-3-3.
Did you beat him to send him
I'm
into
watching the
full display?
highlights right now. I've just scored, but
He is not a happy chappy at the moment.
no, he was fuming. He literally depressed me no end speaking to him earlier.
There's the cross. There's the touch. There's the hat trick from the center midfielder. Let's go.
Is it like 8-1 now?
No, 5-2.
Hamez, big Mr. K says he's beaten second place. So there you go.
No, we take those. He's beaten first and second. We very much take those.
So there you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
double on the break.
Yeah, I smacked Ryan about with the 4-3-3.
Uh-oh.
Is he still in the chat? Oh no, strangely he's disappeared.
Hamez, go and check Rory's right back.
Well, yeah, that's your boy. Yeah, and he's just been +1 as well, so you'll be happy.
Yeah, but you just smashed him.
Yeah, well, look at to be fair, my centre back is not doing well as the CDM, but
No.
like he's on a 4.8, but he's not really a centre half.
Nice win for you, though.
It's just-
Well done.
Well, at the moment, it's like these comebacks we have been speaking about them. You never know.
Well, we've got to turn over in a state. We've got to put on the main match of the day. But it looks like
Yeah.
you won the game, doesn't it?
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it.
I mean,
Man, every set piece is so stressful.
It's the direct free. I wish direct free kicks were just not on highlights because you just don't score them.
it is very rare they go in this engine.
Like there's been none in the Diamond game so far, and there was 4 last season.
Right, good luck in Diamond, chaps.
All right, let's go, LG.
Well, I'm still watching amigos.
I'll take a draw
Oh,
ball,
yeah.
please.
No.
Let's get another one here. Oh, there we go, Solmaz.
Nice. What's
Ah.
that media score?
2-0.
Right, so
Brilliant.
formation. Bob's
Go
going
rock
with
'em down.
the meta formation, 4-1-3-2. And beautiful. Ked is going with the 4-3-3-D.
I'm in the Ramble camp with 4-3-3-D.
Yes, baby. Come on. I feel like this is probably a game you'd lose anyway, but you never know.
Well, if I'm going to lose, I might as well lose it in style. It's a strong team I've put out. I've rotated a bit, but it's still a strong team.
Right, let me just I've got so many different tabs open. Let's go.
Quiet start for LG Roma.
Let's go. Big wins.
What's Roma went with? 4-4-2 or
4-1-3-2.
right?
That's why I was testing with LG last night against your 4-1-3-2, which was
Yeah.
quite solid.
Yeah, 4-1-3-2 is very, very good.
Fullbacks are quite low on fitness. They're like 87 and 89 still playing there.
For Fraj,
For Fraj, yeah.
he's flying in Titans. I think he's 4-4.
Hmm.
So he's just obviously had really bad luck in Diamond, I think.
Boring game, this one. What, 8 minutes? No goals. What's the
0-0.
score in Castle? Are they still 5-2? Or
It was
Oh,
that was
dang.
5-2 full time. 7. I think it was 7 crosses.
Well, congrats.
So-
Good win.
Yeah, we'll take the goal difference, please.
LG finally got a good chance. 30 minutes in, it's been quiet.
I might stick up LG on as well.
I'd love to know, Kev. Would you mind saying how you're playing your 4-3-3? Are you playing a direct style? Are you playing
Balanced.
Hey, no,
Balanced. And
a deeper line? I assume.
oh yes, deep line, but match plans in place. So let's see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, it was always going to be tough against Bob. Even more so now he's went with 4-1-3-2.
With a deep line, it's so hard to play though. Like I'm going to attack, right?
Oh,
Like, it's so hard to sit back and observe.
That's why I'm going with a more direct one. Oh, there we go.
See,
But I had a feeling I was going to concede anyway, so I've got match plans for that.
Yeah.
Let's see
open
what's-
it up.
see, I've got the diamond.
That was no
I've got
cross.
the diamond game where I know there's going to be goals. You see, I've chosen the game. There's going to be goals. It's currently 4-0 after 15.
there you go, Mello. There we go, LG.
Yes,
Nice.
LG. Which game you watching, Hamez?
Ronan versus Kareem Hayes. Sao Paulo's outfield overall average must be something like 52.
Well,
'Cause he's-
Brian's goal for LG was not a cross.
Well, it was the first time.
That was a
finish.
nice goal.
It was a beautiful goal.
There you go. Varela, 3-0 Ramble. All right. Let's go,
Awesome.
amigos.
Nice. Well done,
Well
amigos.
done, Brian.
So, Bob, be ready to splash some moolah over the off season for another diamond squad.
No jinxes.
What a plan.
Oh man.
So you better get some Sorare winnings in the wallet prior to that.
Bob is absolutely cooking me here.
You're gonna score here.
Still
Or not.
1-0 though. Still 1-0.
Yeah, I'm lucky it's still 1-0.
Come on, LG.
Oh, these yellow cards make me nervous.
Adder is playing really well, Kev.
He's flying. Look at all those saves.
Dude,
He's the only player playing well for me.
holy shnikes.
I'm glad I
I'm
rested the main man now.
I certainly don't. There's a
Corner.
crossfield switch. Oh, there you go.
Oof.
Oh, it was close.
There you go, Bob. Game over. GG's. Well done.
Uh-oh. 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 Oh!
That doesn't sound good.
No.
We concede.
No, you can see
Yeah.
it. Yep.
Yeah.
Right over the top,
Ian
too.
Buish.
Damn.
Tight game.
Eek. Eek.
I feel like Ronan might be start padding some goal difference here. We're currently 8-0 up after 27 minutes.
Wow.
27.
27 minutes. 20, yeah.
Oh, I love it. He's trying to catch me in the golden boot.
Yeah, well, his two forwards are both on hat tricks. Like they've both got
There you
three
go,
already.
Syed. All right.
Okay, that was good.
Whew.
20 more
Let's
minutes.
go.
Well done, LG.
I think it's more stressful because it's your team, Sid.
It was a cross, but we take it. We take that.
I can't
Yeah,
watch
that's
this
exactly
last
how I
20
feel,
minutes.
Brian. I know the stress that you're going through right now.
Oh, I was feeling for you last season, man.
Oh, yeah, it was horrible.
Oh, in the season before, remember in gold where you came up from third?
Did it the hard way. Third place playoff and went up to plat.
What is the right wing back doing in a left winger position right there?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Free freedom, yo.
Is that high freedom?
Watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love high freedom on my fullback.
I think
Well,
LG
watch-
is going into
like-
lockdown mode here.
If you look at Castle's goals, my right centre mid scored a hat trick, and he's not on high freedom, and he's in the box like 3/4 of the time.
He's awesome.
Must be at least
I don't-
medium freedom though.
Well, he's on. Like I've not got anything on. Like I've not touched him on instructions.
Yeah.
He's just blank.
Yeah. So medium freedom's good though. It is good.
Yeah, but I'd rather my striker was the one banging in the hat trick.
Yeah, of course.
Feels more. It feels more sort of like I did that rather than like randomness of just my CM deciding today's the day he's going to show up.
But he did do it because if you had just see him on low freedom, he wouldn't have scored.
Steal.
Yeah, and it's against
Finish him.
Rory,
Finish
so
him. Ah,
Pass.
it's. Yeah.
He's one-on-one misses, man.
that was close.
Yeah.
Lowe is such a beast, man. I love Lowe and Masha in this lineup. Oh
Yeah.
no! Oh no! Get back.
Well done, LG. Very tight game.
Because your
Go.
game's like finished.
All right. Phew. Phew.
Oh, that was
Here
a
we go, Sid.
Good
Oh,
game,
man.
guys.
Is it over already?
it's done already.
That was his, yeah.
That was tight.
Yeah.
That was tight.
My
Roma
game's not
had
half
one really good chance. Otherwise, it was all LG there. But no,
Yeah,
Yeah.
good on stats, but yeah, tight game though.
Bob's decided to come out and play second half in 5-0.
Yeah, kicking.
I'm trying to score as many goals as you've given up the entire season in this game, Kev.
Well, that's what happens when I go attacking. Only conceded 2 in the first half. Went attacking. Now I've conceded 3 in the second.
It's because you went the wrong 4-3-3 variant. You see.
Oh, David, can't be having that.
So Barcelona.
To be fair, it could be my tactics. I think David's got better tactics than I do for it. I really should have consulted the main man first.
Yeah, I mean, you did not have the ball in all this match, Kev.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wanted to rotate. I had to rest the wide mids. I had to rest the centre backs. I had to rest Renaud. So, kind of forced
No,
into
we've
that in a way.
Just reached halftime.
Did
And
Milan
Rory's-
lose?
But then, GG to you,
Oh,
Bob.
looks like he lost, Bob.
What's up?
Milano lost to Max.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Wow, that's huge.
Oh, I love it.
But Bob,
I
you
love
picked the right formation. 4-1-3-2
Yeah.
is a great formation for it. So
I mean, like I said, like Ledic is one of the 5 best cards in the entire game. And
Yeah.
I mean, 2 goals and an assist really shows that.
mhm.
oh yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah, it's going to be a 9-point lead at the top.
Yeah, that's incredible.
All right, we can take that.
Okay, it's currently 10-0, and the other team, like in the team Ronan's playing, goalie's made 14 saves.
Wow.
Could have been 24.
In the table, I'm looking at Hamez. Meta is in 10th spot. That's all I care about. He's in a relegation spot right now.
Yeah, but he's going to be in 5th after this match.
Yeah, he's gonna be
See,
4th actually.
What's nuts is he's strengthened from last season as well. Like his squad's stronger this season than last season, and he just can't get anything to work.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still happy after that 5-0, Bob, because after 9 games, I've got 15 points. Last season, after 22 games, I had 19 points. So I'm only 4 points shy of what I had for the whole of last season.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're guaranteed 3 more as well.
Guaranteed 3 more by beating Sao Paulo, you would think. So,
I mean, look at the lineup he's playing against Ronan. His backlines 24, 27, 59, and 39. If you don't beat them, there's issues.
well, I worry if he's going to not play that against me, you know?
God, that's
Yeah,
heartbreaking
well,
statistics in the match. Like you didn't have 1 shot on target. Well,
wait, who got
Yeah,
sent
that
off?
was heartbreaking.
I can't wait to run
Yeah,
back
great
in
names.
against like a 35 defender. So this
Yeah.
goes back to a question that you had before. Like if he runs his guys all the way down and then forfeits matches like 0-3,
Yeah.
that's really, really shitty for golden boots and stuff like that and goal differential. Like that is
This is why
such a-
you're lucky though that he won't. He doesn't have enough time, enough games to actually run his players down enough that
Okay.
you will play him because you've got him first of the next split.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
he's only
Sao
got folk on 86 fitness. So by the time to get them all the way down, you're looking at like 6, 7, 8 more matches.
And unfortunately, guys, I'm getting a message from my family. I do need to run, unfortunately. So I just want to thank you guys all for this.
Yeah.
I do need to jump, though. Sorry about that, guys.
That's all right. Good to see
That's
you.
all good.
See you soon.
Easy,
Yes,
Bob.
Bob.
14-0.
I mean,
So that's a big win for you, Hamez. So you're up to second now.
Yeah, they're doing well. Yeah. And I was like, everyone thought they would struggle because of the 4-3-3 propaganda, but
I think the 4-3-3
squad's
I
good.
actually think has some promise. I don't really
Yeah.
I can't really run it, but like I was testing it with LG a little bit last night. It looked pretty solid.
What do we reckon this Meta Mercenaries match is going to finish on? I reckon surely it's got to get to 20 now at this point.
this is still going.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're only in the 70th minute.
Wow, 15-0.
15.
That's going to be 20-0, you would think.
What minute is it in?
70 now.
70 minutes, and he's had 43 shots with 32 of them on target.
But then when I played Sao Paulo and Brian had them, there was only 2 low-rated guys in there.
I know.
He's got guys like he's got like a cam at centre half and everything.
I
He's
only
just playing
won.
folk anyways. No.
I only won 4-0 because Brian had a full Legos defense.
I reckon Ronan's bribed him to play all these players out of position.
That's nuts.
No,
Yeah, why would he do that?
Would he?
Well, because I assume I think he's realised that they're chalked. Like there's no saving them. So just run the games through. It makes no difference on.
But have you had a look? Why is he playing a centre back up front and a striker at centre back?
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Outrageous, actually.
That makes
Centre
no
back
sense.
at centre back at cam, right wing at CDM, striker at CDM. Yeah, he's just got everyone everywhere.
Yeah, I
It
get
doesn't
the
make any
odd
sense.
out of position, but not everyone. Not when you actually have the right positions to play.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
No, not to me either.
Yeah, I mean, there's
As I'm saying.
there's 4 scrub field players. So at most, you should have like 7 of those players should be in position.
Mm-hmm.
88s or better. But
Yeah, exactly, Brian. Yeah.
he's laying down for running.
He's actually got
100%.
Ronan's guy's got a 10 rating. Like an actual 10 flat rate.
Yeah, going the Irish guy.
Yeah. 6 goals and an assist.
See, that takes it back to that old conversation, doesn't it? Of the team that will just throw games, you know. And then you think, well, everyone gets a free win, but not everyone gets a 15-0 win. You know?
That's the 50th shot.
Yeah, because when you play, you might play all the players in the right position. So it's just a bit out of order, I think. But
Well, obviously, when I played, Brian had them, and it was only 4-0. It was one of the early games of the season, and fitness was good, and he had players in the right position. And
Yeah, there was a couple of scrubs on there, but for the most part,
yeah, but that's because you had to play them.
you got the worst of them. Yeah.
look at that 50 shots, 34 on target.
9.5 XG.
That's
Yeah,
silly.
nearly
Silly.
10 XG.
That's
The
insane.
best one is if you go on advanced in his shot map. Like it's just nuts. Like the entire the box is just coloured. The box is just coloured in.
Well,
The
Trust
reds,
just nailed
blues.
it as well. He says he has my right back CDM playing striker, my striker playing CDM. You know, what's it all about? He actually has the right positions for most of those.
Maybe he's trying something, you know. Maybe the crossing is so strong, so stick a tall centre half up front.
Yeah. Well, that meta's not going to work.
That's insane.
No more testing needed.
I mean, Ronan was going to win the game anyway, but 50-0 seems a bit excessive.
There goes the GD. Yeah. Wow, Max got
My
a big win over the Shona.
But my favourite thing though is even at 15-0 down, he has match plans turned on.
Yeah,
So
I know.
76. Yeah, 76th minute tactical change.
The match plan is don't leave the stadium yet. Just stay on until 20 minutes.
Bob leads by 9 points now. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, the mid-table is getting really, really tight.
I mean,
That's a
Los
five
Galacticos,
points.
like you could easily still finish second. No pressure, Brian.
Yeah, but Shoney next. That'll be a big match.
Yeah, that's going to
Have
be.
you seen, Brian? Have you seen which goalkeeper is leading the match rating so far of the season?
Valverde probably.
Yeah, the one that you criticised and said was dreadful.
yeah.
He's incredible.
We made him. We made him.
You did.
Yeah.
He's one of the main reasons I've done so well, I think.
He's only 92 rated as well.
And he was rested tonight. That's why I lost 5-0. You know?
His progression's killing me, absolutely killing me, because he was flying all the way up to 92. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to stick with this guy when I get in the diamond. And he's going to keep going. I'll get 93, 94. I'm going to lean on him. It's just 5 seasons of just
that progression chart is incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
He'll hit diamond. I mean, I'm sorry, he'll hit ultimate at some point, but
yeah.
Beep, beep,
Yeah, because it
Right?
can't go again. Because Work the Space was saying his goalie flatlined, and now all of a sudden it's gone back up again. So it can be a late bloomer as well.
Yeah, I mean,
he has to wait till he hits his prime, right? Like they get like 80% of it before they hit their prime, which is like what, 24 to 26. But it depends, it could be even younger.
Yeah, he can still go up. He still will go up.
Yeah, I think another 20% he should hit.
Great. Yeah, 94 or 95, and then he should be good throughout.
Oh, is anyone right? He's got 30 something increases, right? So you should be about 20% of that. So 5 or 6 even.
Yeah.
Has anyone checked Diamond, the league?
Yeah, I've got it up now.
So there's 3 points between me in 10th
and 3rd. Yeah,
that's nuts.
Yeah, because you look at the table and you'd think, you're in a, you can challenge for second, and then on the flip side of that, if you're glass half full, you could say, well, you're in a relegation dogfight.
It's nuts, is it?
Yeah, it is crazy.
One loss and I'm potentially in 10th.
Yeah.
Oh man, so if I didn't pull out that last goal.
Yeah, it was huge. That is so condensed.
In 11, I think. So 11 points, you'd be in 10th place. Oof.
Big game tomorrow for Bob, though, isn't it? Against Meta Mercenaries. So, and you can guarantee that Ronan will want to get some sweet revenge.
But Bob's got that beautiful 9-point lead. I mean, he can afford to lose that and still win the league.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't think Ronan's winning the league without a shadow of doubt. But, I think that Ronan will still want to beat him, won't he? Just to, remind Bob that you're not going to, walk to the title.
But Bob being Bob, he'll want to win every single game.
Oh,
he's 9-0. He's only conceded 6 goals. Beckman's top scorer. He'll win it all. And
you're playing the Amsterdam Lions tomorrow.
Yeah, Dio's team right behind me. We're on the same points, actually, 15 points.
He switched to 4-1-3-2 as well.
Well, yeah. I wonder if he plays that against me. I don't know.
I'm sure you've got a counter to it, Kev.
Oh, yeah. I've got a plan for that. Don't worry. Well, that was partially why I played 4-3-3-D tonight, so I could rest the guys needed for the upcoming games.
It's definitely at that point of the season, isn't it? Because trying to sort of balance the squad, especially if you've got any guys that have got the tombstone in there, it's quite tough trying to sort of manage their fitness.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. But yeah, Dio, I mean, he's got fantastic wingers as well. So he's got loads of options he can play.
I didn't notice your left back got sent off.
Mine?
Yeah.
That's probably 5 LOs.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I was waiting to say,
no left back.
Oh, your centre back got sent off, didn't he? But this left back, he's got 5-card suspension. That's brutal.
My centre mid's now suspended as well. That is, that's a pain.
That's going to be tricky.
That is going to change what the plan was.
Have you got another left back? Oh, no, you haven't.
No, I don't. I've only got one.
Oh, that's painful.
So 3 guesses what I'll be running tomorrow.
5 in the back.
I wish. I have no other left back. So
You
yeah,
haven't got left wing back either.
You
Yeah.
got wing back?
3-4-3.
nope.
Yeah, well, Kareem Sao Paulo just showed you can stick folk out of position and it goes all right.
Clearly,
It
15.
goes.
Only concede 15, but yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon you'll be running a 3-5-2-B.
You think?
I'm just having a look. Oh, maybe not.
Then if you lose with it, you can blame Jimbo for the propaganda.
True.
So
True.
Yeah.
Or if I go 3-4-3, I'll just blame Bob for his propaganda.
exactly. So you're covered with all options.
Yeah, I'll need to have a look at that. That's a nightmare. Just you have a bit of
Alright.
accumulation.
It's annoying. One of my
You gotta jump us well.
yeah.
Playoffs
Nice
is
talking to you, lads.
Nice to see you. Sid.
Yeah.
cheers,
Yeah.
mate.
First
Good to see
stream.
you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You said
I had a
Sorry,
bit
what were you saying?
yesterday where they after the match, one of them got a red card, and I thought, oh, that's fine because I can rotate and put the other one in. And then I realised the other one had got a 5-card suspension, so I had to play one of my centre backs at right back.
Oh man.
Painful, isn't it? But right, let's get rid of that. Let's make us bigger.
I mean, on the one hand, my left and right backs were at 95% anyway, so I would have had to rest them anyway, but at some point. But I wasn't planning on doing it versus Dio, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? It's that time of the season as well when sort of yellow card accumulation, even this season, like last season, obviously you're getting yellow card accumulation after the first week, but normally by the mid-season it's starting to get it on a few players.
Right, we've seen a definite decrease in reds. I think we've had 4 straight red, or like before yesterday, 4 reds, and last season we were on 11.
Mhm.
So big decrease in reds.
It was out of control last season, but Bob and I got the brunt of that in Diamond for sure. But I think eventually everyone in Diamond felt it and across the board. But it just seemed to, I don't know, it just seemed to hurt me and Bob in key games for some reason.
Yeah.
it was all the suspensions too. All those yellows were accumulating, and that was
the red card would affect the actual game, and then the knock-on suspension would affect the next game as well.
right.
Because, if you've only got one set of fullbacks, one set of wingers, it just kills your rotation plans as well.
Yeah.
One left back, Kevin.
Yeah, one left back. That's all I've got.
And that's your wing back too. But, I mean, if you had another wing back,
Yeah.
these you could switch to the 5 in the back. But.
Well, I was about to say on the right side, Scar can play right wing back. So
It's a little.
So if it was the right back, I'd have been okay, but it's the left back, so it's a nightmare. Yeah, 5 at the back looks very good as well.
I mean, Scar's a little bit 85 defense.
Yeah, it's not ideal, but I've just had to attack it anyway. So, but no, that's fine. I'll figure it out.
85 defense for me. I don't think they're going to make it in midfield, let alone defense.
Yeah. Well, your midfielders are all 90 plus defense, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's why it's amazing looking at Sid's team. And you look at the roster and you're like, wow, they've got defense. Wow, they've got everything.
Yeah, they're just incredible players. You're gonna have a lot of fun with that team.
Stress though.
Oh, totally. Yeah,
because he's got expectations.
Well, I find it like I've taken one team on from Dan LFC, who sort of, resigned, sort of said, look, I'm going to farm all my teams out this season. So I took one on. I spend more time on that one, and I feel more nervous about the results than I do about my own teams half the time. And they're nice.
Right.
It's just because it feels like extra responsibility of someone else's team. But
yeah,
I did that a couple seasons ago. I think it was for Noe's Arc. I think I took his NYC team, and they were in gold, and he was in 3rd place. And he's like, yeah, if you want to give it a shot. I'm like, all right, well, nothing to lose. That was fun, but I think he gave it to me in Masters, and that was a little more stress because it was like, there's money on that one. You definitely didn't want to blow it. Anyway, it was okay. But
I think you did really well with him, didn't you? Did you not win the league, or?
I got him up. I got him up that gold season, the playoffs. We did get him up. We did promote to plat.
Nice.
Masters it did good in the group, but then it had a rough knockout game. So
Right.
And
Still,
man,
well,
Sid was
that
just on
one's-
fire too. Sid went nuts in that Masters Heroes.
Well, that was like me with Amigos in gold. That was so stressful. But we eventually got up to plat, so it was good. And then last season in Diamond, wow, that was bloody painful as
Yeah,
well.
your last 2 seasons, right? Because you had the Amigos 2 seasons ago,
Yeah.
and you were like all the expectations, and I know you were feeling that one. And you got them up from third, which is amazing, right?
Yeah.
And pulling it out last season, I still can't believe that happened. I mean, I know that I was trying to get some results for you at the same time down the stretch.
Mm-hmm.
First, I mean, for Sao Paulo too, because I was cutting it close. BFC was running, Taggart was running up. It looked like they were going to maybe even take ninth, maybe even take eighth. But I'm still surprised that last match that
Same.
Joko won that match. Like, surprised they didn't fix it a little bit to make.
Yeah, well, there's that. But then Taggart beat him fair and square earlier with 4-4-2-B. So he just ran it out again, thinking he would probably win, because he absolutely smashed him as well. I think he won 3 or 4-1 with a 4-4-2-B.
Oh, in the first one?
Yeah, the first game. So, you can't blame him for thinking, I'll just do same again. I'll win. I'll get that playoff spot. I couldn't believe it either. I was very lucky. Very, very lucky to get that. But we take it. And then I won the playoff. So, but then the 2 teams that lost in the playoff, in my playoff round, they ended up going to Diamond anyway. So it was Roma and Hamburg Harmony. They both ended up in Diamond anyway.
If LFE had gone down, would they have been in the Amigos League, or would they have been in the other one?
Who LFE?
I don't know how that works.
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure, but
because that would have been quite entertaining if you were both in the same division with the both wanting to try and get up as like 1 and 2, and having to try and like draw against each other but beat everyone else. Yeah.
Well, I just thought it was funny because I had to win that playoff to stay in Diamond. But if I lost, I would have been relegated. But the other 2 teams that lost got promoted to Diamond anyway. So
yeah, I mean it's a messy situation.
Yeah, it's obviously
with
Dio and Ronan winning the plat leagues.
Yeah, we've talked about it, that they don't help themselves with the way they do it.
But yeah, that would have been cool if I was in with Brian and Platt, but I'm glad I never got to that.
No, that wouldn't have been cool. I didn't want that. No, this worked out good. Good day today too. That was getting Sid's LG. They're locked in for the cup. 2 games to go already. Ramble gets Amigos, get a big win. Jimbo won too, so still can't get that gap that like Bob has up in Diamond.
Well, he's had a great day because he beat Bob in the cup and then won the league. So,
oh yeah. LG ekes it out. Man, I would have felt bad if LG didn't win today.
Yeah.
Fair play to you for taking that on. That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, well, it's like a few games till break, right?
Yeah.
So it's the weekdays that kill me. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's like I'm usually up so bad. Like I get no sleep because I end up family goes to bed and I'm up just testing just over and over.
Testing.
It's amazing how many hours I can watch these dots run around on screens.
But then if you win the next few games, Sid will be like, Brian, do you fancy keeping it till the end of the season?
The weekdays are tough. Like again, I'm like meetings like all day long. And then and then you got 2 matches a day, and then you're trying to make adjustments in between.
Especially the cup games for you, they must be really, really early your time.
Yeah, it's like 11 and 12, depending on the. So then you you'll try to get like a lunch break and switch some stuff up. But yeah,
that's a nice time for the cup games. My cup games are ridiculously early in the morning.
3 in the morning and stuff.
Yeah, I played Sid at 3:30 this morning in the cup.
Well, that's one thing you will enjoy about being back in the UK. They're at a decent time.
It's so much less guesswork. Will be quite nice because I have to guess fitness for my and then when I scout other teams, I have to guess their fitness, guess the rotations for the cup, but to then guess the regen because I don't see them until if a game kicks off at 7, I don't really have enough time to I don't wake up enough time to go check their results, check my results, check my finish, check their. It's just like it's so much more guesswork having to do everything 2 games in advance on double game days.
Yeah.
So
you got to be setting that alarm and getting up, and that's what I would probably be doing that because I'm such a maniac.
That's why it's like as I've said, like training and rollover. I quite like this way round. Like my training is at 7 p.m. until 7:30. So like during like after dinner, I can check progression, and then rollover. I go to bed. I wake up and rollovers happened. I don't sit there refreshing and see retirements. I go to
That
bed.
was cool.
I wake up. Yeah, I go to bed. I wake up and it's happened, which is quite nice.
I'm jealous of that because rollovers are a painful day for us.
Yeah, I just don't see it. I don't see it. So
yeah, just wake up and it's done.
Yeah, wake up and see how I do. So
that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What time is it now, Hamez?
9:30 in the morning on Saturday.
What was it?
Saturday at 9:30.
So for us, it's 10:30 p.m. on the Friday night.
Yeah.
And Brian's
what? That's not too bad. You basically wake up and you got all your league matches. Oh yeah, that's right. Your cup matches are right in the middle.
Yeah, the cup matches are chopped. Right?
What time is it with you, Brian? Is it 5:30 or is it earlier?
4:30.
4:30.
Actually, about that time, I've got to bounce pretty soon here. This is like I never go out. Like I'm a concert tonight. It's like once every 6 months I actually go out and do something. Going on a rare date with the wife, so it's like I'm glad I'll be able to get at least 30 minutes, 45 minutes in here.
Well, at least the stressful diamond stuff's done.
What's that?
You go ahead.
I was just saying, at least the stressful diamond stuff's done, so you can enjoy your night with your wife.
Oh yeah, I'm pumped.
Yeah.
Going to the city, see LCD sound system.
No.
Super pumped. It should be great. It should be a great show.
Sounds good.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been a good first show, I think.
Yeah.
So,
well, I think David's happy to host whenever, are you? So
yeah, I'm around most Fridays. Not next Friday, but most of the time I am.
Yeah.
I'm always happy to.
Well, we do. Yeah. I mean, if we get next Friday, we can always see if Jimbo or Yorkshire T-Boy wants to do it. Get them jumping in.
Big Mr.
I do quite
as well.
I do quite like, David, that we're on the MFL homepage and you're in a so rare jumper.
Put a sticker on it. Like they do on BBC, like stick the tape on it.
But all we need, all we're asking for is what, six MFL jumpers. Just one for each of us, and we'll all be branded up.
Well, I won't show it again, but I've got a cap from every other project I work with. Nothing from MFL, but
I am jealous of Jimbo's MFL t-shirts for sure.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, guys, it's been a good show.
We can't put that good, bad, and the ugly logo can't go anywhere.
Right. We'll let you boys get going then.
Right. Good to see you all. Good to see you again, Brian. Lovely to see you, Hamez. I'll smash you in a return picture, but
I mean, you can do it. Doesn't matter. I've got the one win I need.
I know you'll never let me forget it. But good to see you as well.
Especially
Cat's making an appearance.
Right. Your cat has been trying to show its arse the whole show. It's exhibition.
She's a pain in the backside.
Right. Good to see you all. We'll be back next week.
Yeah.
Cheers, boys.
Cool. Have a good one, guys. Take it easy.